What is going on, guys? This is BunnyMuffins. Today we are going to only be playing Tristana reroll spirit sharpshooters. You guys may have seen a video I did on this in the past, but we are on the Japanese account. We are at gold 450 LP to start off this whole adventure, and we are only going to be playing this Tristana comp. We are going to be having some good games. We are going to be having some bad games. It happens when you force only one comp. But a lot of people have asked me in the past, like, hey, am I able to force one comp to get to X rating? And truth be told, you could force one comp all the way to Challenger. We're going to do it starting in Gold to Platinum right now, just as a little experiment, because I think the comp's really fun. Essentially, the comp is 4 Sharpshooters and 4 Spirits, plus whatever else you can get. And yeah, I'm going to go through all the ins and outs of it in all these games. Again, we're going to have some games where we get Tristana Sharpshooter right away. We're going to have some games where we don't get any Chosens until much later in the game. But regardless, we have, I think, like 7 games lined up for you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoy them. So in this first game, we got a glove off the carousel. So right off the bat, you want either glove or rod for carousel. So contrary to popular belief, Tristana items are not the most important thing in this composition. What is actually the most important is lockets. So you want 2 lockets, at least 1. 2 is preferred, but 3 is too much. So you got to find a balance there. After that, then you focus on Tristana items. So you may be asking, like, hey man, this comp got nerfed a bunch of times. There's like a hotfix for it too. Why am I still playing this comp? Well, if you're uncontested, the comp is actually pretty strong. It really only is weak when a lot of players are going for it. And since they nerfed it, fewer players theoretically should be going for it. When this comp was first discovered, only 1 person per lobby was playing it because it was kind of hidden OP for a time. And then once people started to learn about the build and like other people started to copy other things, then it kind of got a little hectic. Once 2 people go for the comp, it gets drastically weaker. Sometimes some games 3 people are going for the comp, and it gets even worse after that. But if you're able to weather the storm and actually play it after it gets nerfed, no one should be playing it. So it's like nerfs are actually good for this compositions. Believe it or not, nerfs may actually help this composition because you'll be the only person going for the comp when you try to play it. So that is good news for you. But yeah, right now, like, we have the Last Whisper, we have the glove. Those are very good items on Tristana. Like, if you have like Hand of Justice, Last Whisper, just slam those items right away because they're going to be very good damage items on the Tristana. After that, you want a Quicksilver Sash. I think Quicksilver Sash is mandatory if you want to get first place because there's just so much crowd control in this set. What's it called? If you don't have Quicksilver, like, you're just going to get perma-CC'd. So in this game so far, we got 2-star frontline, which is pretty nice, but it's actually a misplay to play this board. So you notice that we won this first round. We actually don't want to win any of these rounds. We want to go full lose streak into this Golem round. And we could have also made an interest if we sold both Garen and the Wukong. So right off the bat, I'm making mistakes. And that's because when I played this game, I was pretty new to the composition. Obviously, I've learned a lot since then. So that's why we're doing VOD reviews, because I could tell you guys exactly what you should be doing, even if I make a mistake in the game. But luckily, like, since I am on a gold account, like, I am more used to playing against stronger players. So this mistake isn't as punishing as it can be on like my normal account, for example. But yeah, we have the glove, we have the Last Whisper. So on this carousel, we probably want to start building locket components or finish a Tristana item, depending on what we get. Unfortunately, we are winning a lot, so we're not going to get a good pick on carousel. And that's another reason why you want to be losing in this whenever you play this build. So first thing you may have noticed already, like, we're still forcing this comp. We only have 1 Tristana. We have 0 Spirit units. We have 0 of any other Sharpshooter unit. We passed on a Warlord Nidalee before. Nidalee Chosen is actually worthless. Never play it. It's still able to be forced because, again, the comp is really strong once you hit everything. And you guys will see this comp stabilizes so hard that it's like, it doesn't matter if you only have like 30 life or like 20 life, because you will end up winning a lot of games after that once you hit the entire comp. It's just a matter of like trying to maximize your chances for hitting it. And that's why I say that we made a mistake on stage 2-1 by buying these 2 Vanguard units, because we missed out on an interest and we are winning too many rounds for our own good. Let's see if we beat this guy, though. This guy's got a Garen 2 with a Dragon Claw. Now we for sure are not going to beat that. So unlucky there. Our lose streak is, or our win streak is broken. And again, that's why you want to go full econ, go full lose streak, because if you ever lose a round when you're trying to win streak, if you go like win, lose, or something like that, this comp actually ends up being completely terrible. So here we are 3rd pick on the carousel. Not ideal. Bo got taken. Maybe we could get this glove. Maybe we could get Hand of Justice. Maybe we could get the chain for the locket. Probably glove or chain is going to be the play here because 3 glove items are really good on Tristana. You could have like infinite Hand of Justices. You could have Last Whisper Infinity Edge. And of course, like Quicksilver is another really good item. And since we don't need to win the early rounds, we don't need to slam items right away. A lot of people, when they're playing flexibly, they slam items right away. And when you're playing flexibly, that is the correct play. However, in this build, we want to go for perfect items because we are forcing a composition. That's one of the advantages of forcing a comp. You are able to afford to go for perfect items because you know exactly what you're going for. So that's why I get the glove. Glove is pretty contested because a lot of people like Jeweled Gauntlet, a lot of people like Hand of Justice, a lot of people like Last Whisper, a lot of people like Quicksilver Sash, the same items we are going for right now. So I think I just grabbed the glove there just so I have 3 gloves for my Tristana ready to go. And let's see what this guy's running. He's running Kennen with Gunblade Nunu, and he absolutely destroyed us because we don't have any of our units. I guess we have 2 Vanguards, but yeah, again, I should have sold those 2 Vanguards to make interest. It's the same mistake as before, but you know, this game I was kind of just learning the comp. This was when it came out, but the other games I play throughout the week, like throughout the time since then, so I do improve a lot at the comp. Just to note there. So we get a Teemo, we get another Tristana here. We still don't have a Chosen, which is really frustrating because when you're forcing something and no Chosen, it's like, it's super, super horrible. You know what I mean? We face this last guy here. He is level 5. He's trying to go for Fortune, but he didn't quite hit. He also has Nikos on his bench for some reason. I don't really know why people are playing that many Nikos, but his Aatrox just completely smashed us. Never mind. I guess when Aatrox does that, you can have as many Nikos as you want. So we take a big loss there. It's all right. Like 3 loss streak. We get a little bit of bonus gold, not too much though. Let's see what we get here. We get a Yuumi, so we'll just cop that right now. And we should sell one of these Vanguards so that we can make interest and put the other Vanguard in so we could kill this minion camp. So on this camp, we got a Negatron and we get 2 gold. I'm going to slam the Quicksilver Sash because that's for sure going to be built. And then this last item here is going to be a belt. So belt is completely useless except for Zeke's Herald. And there we go. There's the Sharpshooter Tristana we were looking for. I'm going to grab that right now. I'm going to buy this other Tristana and kind of just like hold on to this chosen Tristana on my bench for a while. I guess I could play it. It's kind of the same thing. You get the 2 Sharpshooter bonus no matter what. Maybe Teemo's better though because blind has some value. I'm going to sell the Yuumi because we're not playing her till much later. But we got the crux of the comp now. We just need to find everyone else. Actually, I shouldn't have sold the Yuumi. I should have sold the Nautilus and played Yuumi instead because the 2 Vanguards, they just don't really matter. I'd just rather have a much bigger economy and keep the Yuumis because I will end up needing her later. Whereas this Nautilus and Garen, like if I lose this round, it's not the end of the world at all. This guy's running Assassins. Assassins are pretty good since we don't have any lockets right now. But ooh, not good enough because we were just able to kill the Akali right before like our Tristana died. So lucky for us there, that guy got destroyed. It could be argued that maybe we even wanted to lose that round. So we get a Tristana, we get a Diana there. We're going to keep rolling. We want 3-star Tristana and 3-star Diana. Nothing else here. So what we're going to do, we're going to be doing a slow roll, which is what you see us doing right now, which is roll down till you have 50 gold and rinse and repeat every turn until you hit your desired units. We do have the Dragon Soul out right now, so that's pretty useful. We have Braum and Shyvana, so that's going to be a nice buff for Tristana later. I guess for this last item, we could go for either Infinity Edge or Hand of Justice, but we really do need to start building lockets after that. Like, I didn't realize at the time how important locket was. I do realize, like, in the game right after, I believe, and it's just, like, that important of an item because you're running no tanks in this build, so any tank item is going to greatly, greatly help you. Okay, we get a pretty good loss here. Oh, wait, actually, do we win? Ooh, that Jax did no damage to us for some reason. We must have dodged all his attacks because we have, like, Quicksilver and an additional glove, which is kind of cool there. All right, so we get a Diana here. We'll definitely buy that and roll down to 50 again. Again, it's just like rinse and repeating. We want the 3-star Diana. We want another Sharpshooter, so we're looking for Nidalee or Sivir as well to play 4 Sharps. There's another Tristana. We just need one more there. There's a Nidalee. There's the Sivir. So we'll buy all that goodie stuff there. We could roll a couple more times. There's Teemo. There's Diana. If we need to swap out our board, though. We should sell this Shyvana and this Braum so we can make 50 gold. But I'm too slow on that this time. So a little unfortunate there. I also don't need this Nidalee. I should sell her as well, because if you have Sharpshooter chosen, you just don't need to run Nidalee. I made like 2 mistakes there, which is going to cost me a gold. So I lost a lot of gold this game, probably like 5 or 7 gold is what I think I lost this game. So imagine me right now, but with 52 gold, that's where we should be right now. Okay, nice. We get this win here. So we're actually win streaking with a pretty weak board, which is honestly really nice. Normally when you play this composition, you are really low health when you're at Wolf Camp. But since we played the Vanguards, we are at 80 health, which is super, super healthy, because normally we're at like 50 health at this point, and then after these next 2 rounds, we're at 30 health. But once you hit all your units, you're going to be incredibly, incredibly strong. So let's see what we can get here. We want the sword maybe for Infinity Edge. That's all good and fun. We could also go rod or chain for locket. I think I'm going to grab the sword now, though, just because it's really contested. And Last Whisper IE is a classic combination, because every time you critically strike, Last Whisper reduces their armor, and Infinity Edge gives 100% critical strike chance. So you're never going to want to pass up on that. So here I need to sell something. I think I sell the Nidalee, buy the Diana, and I need to continue to roll. Find this Tristana 3-star. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. There is a Sivir. Do I not realize that I could sell Nidalee? I must have just not realized that at this point. Like, sometimes mistakes happens, guys. And again, in the other games, I play much, much better. So definitely look out for those. This was one of my first games of the Tristana build. And obviously you learn as you go, and like, yeah, not much else after that. So Garen's still spinning. I really need to sell these Vanguards. It's saving us a lot of health, but we are at 40 gold instead of 50 because of it. If I do those extra rolls and hit a lot of units, I need to be ready to sell those guys ASAP, so I can stay at 50. I also still need to sell this Nidalee because she is just not needed because we have Sharpshooter chosen. All right, so we're back up to 51 gold. We get another Diana here, so we are 2 off Diana. And yeah, I think I wisen up now and sell the other dudes and put the other Tristana in, put Sivir in over the Braum, and we get 4 Sharpshooter now, which is honestly a pretty big buff. And we could roll a couple of times. So nothing here, nothing here. Ah, Diana, not bad. So we're just looking for 1 more Diana, 1 more Tristana, and then we are set to go. After you hit all your units, you just want to power level all the way up. And yeah, you could keep Nidalee for 6 Sharpshooter, but honestly, it's not very good. So I honestly wouldn't even go for it if I were you guys. So yeah, I sell the Nidalee here. Again, like, this was like my first game ever forcing this composition, so I do make a couple of mistakes. I shouldn't have even held onto the Nidalee, but again, like, the next games, like, I play them much cleaner because, like, it always takes a while to learn something, you know, and hopefully by watching this, you guys avoid that mistake in your games. So then both of us get helped. But let's roll down a couple more times on the next camp and see what we hit. Don't need anything here. There's a Diana 3. There's Yuumi. We need to play Yuumi for 3 spirits. So when you are playing a spirit chosen, such as Diana Spirit or Teemo Spirit, for example, you drop Kindred. So you don't run Kindred when you have those builds. But right now we have Sharpshooter chosen, so we'll need to run Kindred. The reason why you run Yuumi over Kindred is because Yuumi gives Mystic and attack speed, whereas Kindred doesn't really offer anything substantial. And of course you need Diana to use Locket and buff your entire team. So that's why we have her. So we get the gold there. We get to 50 gold. Let's see what items we get. Tear, Negatron, and Sword. So that's a Zeke's for sure. No Locket components, which is a little worrying. That's a lot of Sivers. We'll grab those there. Let's roll down a little bit. We really need to hit this Tristana 3. There we go. And then after that, level up right away and put in the 4 Mystic, or not 4 Mystic, 4 Spirit and 4 Sharpshooter. And this is like a huge like power spike, because you don't get stronger than this for a while. You hit all your 3 stars. Like, we slammed Chalice there because why not? Chalice isn't that good in this build, but because in this specific scenario we had nothing better to build, you just go ahead and build that right away. If we had Tristana items, maybe we could go like Quicksilver with the Negatron or a Hand of Justice with a Tear, but we're not in that scenario because we already have a full item Tristana. Keep in mind though, like, we're not scot-free yet because we really do need a Locket to really pump out our team, because with the Spirit buff, the way the Spirit buff works is after a Spirit unit casts a spell, you get a attack speed buff for your whole team, and if you don't have a shield, sometimes the Spirit units just die before even casting. And then that's a lot of damage loss for your team. For example, here, Teemo did not get his cast off. That means I don't get a spirit buff for Tristana. And it didn't end up mattering this fight, but there will be other fights where that definitely does matter. And if you have a locket, Teemo's going to always cast, like almost no matter what, unless he gets like one shot by some random thing or like perma-CC'd. But most cases, all your spirit units will cast if you have at least one locket, but preferably you want 2 lockets. So against this guy's pretty weak. He's running Zed carry, but his whole team is 1-star. He's also missing a ninja, I think. So how do we almost lose to him? That's actually really crazy. But we're able to beat him there. We're on stage 4-3 right now. Let's head on over to the carousel. We want either a chain vest or a rod, and there's a chain vest right there, so we'll just grab that. Yeah, if we get 1 locket, this game is like almost a guaranteed first place if we power level after that, because we don't need to roll for a very long time. All right, so this guy's Darius carry. He's got Jeweled Gauntlet IE with blue buff. Interesting Darius build. I've never tried that out myself. My friend's been wanting to get Darius to work, like Darius carry to work for a while, but it's just like really weird. So his spell doesn't actually heal from the Slayer bonus. So he's actually kind of useless in Slayers, in my opinion. Like, he doesn't utilize the buff very well. So here we level up. We want to add in a Mystic. Janna would be perfect. But we don't have that on our bench right now. However, we will still level up, drop an extra Teemo in because Teemo's both a Sharpshooter and a Spirit. So maybe we get 1 more Spirit buff off because of that. All right, so this guy's running Aurelion Soul, I'm guessing. Or no, he's probably pivoting into Kale, if I had to guess. I have no idea what this dude's running. All I know is that he is level 8. And his weird build is looking weird as hell. And we're able to quickly dispatch of him there just because we found our whole team already. So a lot of times players don't know how to get to level 8 with a lot of gold. And this comp will definitely punish those players. And if you are in gold, like that's definitely something that's super useful because a lot of players, they don't know how to get to level 8. And if they do get to level 8, they don't have enough gold to roll down to hit everything. So if you're just playing a reroll build and you're not getting confused at all during the game, you're going to have a huge advantage over them, even if you only have Tristana 2-star. Like, we probably still would have beat that guy. Let's see what drops here, though. We get a bunch of gold and a bow. Unlucky, no lockets. So that's actually really, really bad because locket is, like, the best item in this comp. A lot of people think it's Tristana items that are the best, but in reality, if you don't have a locket, you're not going to do very well with this comp because you just don't have a single tank on the team. Diana, you can argue, is kind of a tank, but since she jumps, like a lot of people are just going to go directly to your backline and start attacking them, and you're just going to get smashed if you just don't have a locket. This guy's 3-star Garen. He's going Vanguard Mystic, I'm guessing, because he has Vanguard spat, but he doesn't have Nico's. He's doing it with Kindred. That's a little weird to me. We have Last Whisper, so we kind of counter him. So this is free matchup for us, which is really nice. New shop here. We'll just try to get to level 8. We don't see a Mystic yet, so it's kind of awkward. We definitely want to play one. And I think we just level up here, put in an extra Yuumi. I also sold the Sivers that we have because we just don't need her. Sivir 3 is nice, but she kind of has support items, so she's not that important. I'd rather use our gold to level up rather than slow roll for Sivir 3 because that's going to be really expensive for us, and we could just add in a random legendary unit instead if we level up. Okay, new shop here. Nothing much to do. I guess we go level 9. We really want a Mystic to put in, though. I end up grabbing the set just to throw in randomly. Like, he's like kind of a frontline unit. He'll at least absorb something before he goes and does some sit-ups, which he's able to do here. But yeah, he didn't really do that much in that fight, I'll be completely honest with you. So on this carousel here, we do want to lock it. Don't see that at all. We could go Assassin Spat to complement our Diana, or we could go Zillion because we just want Zillion. Deathblade on Sivir isn't too bad either, but I think maybe Assassin Spat might have been better. So we get an Ornn here. I'm going to go ahead and play him. We are at 70 life, so we do have a lot of time to play around with Ornn. Never play Ornn if you are low life because he is a terrible unit, but the items he gives are obviously incredible. I'll drop this Deathblade on Sivir just because she attacks a lot, so she's probably going to make the best use out of that item. But I really think I should have grabbed either Zillion or Assassin Spat and just roll with that. This guy's got Aatrox. Sivir's in the middle of the fight. That's unlucky. This guy's running a lot of Vanguards. So we should be beating him, except, again, our team is very squishy, so we're not able to. So even in a counter matchup, we're not able to win, and I think it's due to not having a locket. And it's crazy. We still have not seen a Mystic unit in our natural roll down. So Mystic is either Nico, Shen, Zillion, or Janna. We just need any one of those 4 units to get 2 Mystic in. It'll definitely help against these players because that last guy, he has a Nico. He's going to be doing magic damage. There's an Aurelion Soul player. It's just a pretty useful synergy for this comp because we run Yuumi already. So we get a Runons here. It honestly doesn't do anything for us, so it's like kind of a wasted item. All right, so there's another Ornn. I guess we could go for like 2-star Ornn. We're about to get the Ornn item anyways. We might sell our Ornn soon, honestly. We still have this random set, still no Mystic. We're trying to go to level 9. We'll probably go to level 9 either 6-2 or 6-5. I make a dumb play here. I put in 2 Ornns because I want to greed 2 items, but like look at how weak Ornn is. He kind of just dies without doing anything. Are we able to kill this Nunu? He is very big. And we are not. Dude, I hate to say this again, but it's just a Locket diff. Our backline is just dying so quickly. We get an Azir here. Maybe we could play Azir. Azir's pretty good because he gets a lot of tankiness for our team. There's a Shen, so we could play him over one of these Ornns. Let's keep rolling down, though. I want to get like some random 2-star legendary unit at this point in the game. So Shen there. Move the soldiers around a little bit. We got a Collector. Ah, man. These items would be so good if we had like fewer Tristanas, but unfortunately we just have like a ton of Tristana's items already, so it's like kind of wasted. Like I'm gonna drop it on Shen because I'm gonna sell him, but obviously Shen doesn't need those items at all. I'll probably put it on Samira. Maybe Samira could use it a tiny bit better, but Samira, honestly, like without GA or without rapid fire cannon, she's kind of useless. I'll be honest with you guys. So this Swain's pretty strong. Are we able to kill him? Our Tristana got stunned, and he's sucking up too much life right now. Ooh, that's a very close game, but unlucky there. All right, so we get a bunch of Sivers here. I guess we could take it because we almost have Sivir 3. We could also sell our Sivir and rebuild the items. Yeah, so I think we're going to do that. Sell the Shen. Maybe go for Sivir 3. I think it's a mistake putting these items on Samira. I should have sold the Sivir, built Runon's Collector Deathblade Sivir, and use that to play my game and just have a level 2 Sivir, because the aura items could be used on Teemo and they pretty much do the same exact thing. So that's definitely a mistake. Man, I'm making a ton of mistakes this game. It's actually incredible that I'm like top 4 while playing like this, because I made like probably like 10 major mistakes and a lot more minor ones that I didn't point out because it's like too much is going on. So this is definitely like a very badly played game. I'll be completely honest with you guys. The next ones do go better. I do remember those games, and they go like a ton better than this. So if you want like more learning opportunities, definitely tune in for the next games, because it's like you guys better strap in, because we're gonna have like games where we get an early Tristana chosen, games where we don't get any chosens at all, and I kind of show you guys how to make the best of each of those scenarios. So on this carousel, we get the Shroud for sure. Shroud is the best late game item in the game, and there's just no question about it. All right, so we are one off one more Ornn item. We are we are 3rd place, so that's actually not bad for this game. Considering we have no lockets, 3rd place is actually pretty good. What am I doing? Do I actually take out the spirits to put in Slayers? I don't know about that play. Dude, why am I so bad at this game? Holy cow. Happens, you know? Like, level 1 Samira is not going to do everything. If I swapped all the items to the Sivir, I actually think I could have beaten some of these guys, because this guy, he's actually really weak. We are stuck on his Jax with our Tristana, so that is very unfortunate, because he got 2 ultimates off, so our Tristana did no damage this game because of that. So we probably would have beat him if we had better positioning. Unlucky, 3rd place. That's game 1. Again, it's like, this game was my first game of the comp. All the other games, I have much more experience on it, and like, I consulted a lot of players on how to play this, but we do get up to 88 LP, so stay tuned for the next game. All right, let's get into game 2 now. So we have a glove start again, and then we got a Negatron. I'm just gonna go ahead and sell everyone. We're gonna skip every chosen unless it's like a Tristana or a, what's it called, Spirit chosen. So yeah, ignore everything in the shop. We're just forcing. Let's see how it goes again. So in this shop, I guess we could pick up, we got Nico and Akali from the boxes. I guess we could pick up like, none of these are really that enticing. Maybe like the Brawlers would be a good start, so we could sell that and like get 2 Maokai's and the Tom Kench later. We don't really mind losing in the beginning though, so it's okay if we have a weak board. All right, so in this next shop, we finally get a Tristana. We have like 6 Maokai's. Unfortunate. If I wasn't forcing, like maybe it's a fun thing to try. Go like for Maokai 3-star. I don't think it's that good, but if you get it for free, like kind of why not use it? But we get a brand, we get a Tristana. Let's go ahead and try to open fort. So we're gonna sell as much as we can, and then just put literally anything in. Hopefully we kill one unit and go from there. So this guy's also pretty weak, but he does have a chosen Tristana, and he's got a bunch of spirits on his board, or like not a spirit. He's got one Diana and an extra Tristana there. So a little annoying. I went ahead and built the Quicksilver. I know a lot of people nowadays, they build Hand of Justice first over Quicksilver because you're not really using tiers or anything else. So that's a slight mistake from me, but we will end up building the Quicksilver anyways if we built Hand of Justice. So we get this Assassin Diana chosen. Like, it's one of those things where it's like you take this if you're desperate. I don't really think Assassin Diana is that useful because, again, you really want the 4 spirits with the 4 sharpshooter because that's really where the power spike comes from. All right, this guy, it's 4v3 right now. He's all level 1, but we're just so weak. I don't think we're going to kill that much. Maybe we get 1 unit, and, like, honestly, sometimes it's all you can ask for. So, yeah, we get the Vi there. Maybe we sneak the Tahm Kench kill here. Nah, not a chance, not a chance. It's okay. We're on a 2 streak. As long as you're streaking, you're going to be getting a little bit of gold, so it's not the end of the world. We get a Fortune Annie here, so, like, you could play the Fortune with Tahm Kench by doing this because it is stage 2-3, but I am forcing Tristana every single game, so we're going to go ahead and ignore that. And yeah, probably pick up the Sivir and try to sell everything else. Maybe we can make it to 20. Actually, like, we don't really need Sivir yet. She's a little expensive, so maybe no need to buy her because we're not going to play her till like level 5 or level 6. And we really just need more gold to roll down for Tristana. Getting like an early Sivir 2-star, while it is nice, it is not necessary. What is necessary is getting a crap load of Tristanas, which we're just not getting right now. It's a little unfortunate. So on this carousel, we would like a glove. Unfortunately, that guy took it. So I guess we get like a bow for Tristana. It's not like the best thing to get, but we just have a tier. Tier's not really going to do anything else other than build a Hand of Justice. But bow could be built for like Last Whisper or like other damage items. All right, so this new shop here, there's another brand. There's another Nidalee. We're probably going to pick up Nidalee, but yeah, not too much here. No chosens yet. Again, we are in gold, so we don't have to play like super optimally to win. I'm just trying to force it to show you guys that there are ways to just climb really easily, and forcing a comp, it doesn't have to be this comp, it could be any comp, as long as you know how to play it, know the ins and outs of it. Not even all the ins and outs, just like some of them. And for this comp, it's really just buying all the units, recognizing your power spikes, and going from there. And are we able to get one more kill here? Nope, we are not. We are a little low. We're not like that low. We're at 82 health right now for a lot, which for a 4 loss streak is not too bad in my opinion. It could be much worse than this. I'll be completely honest with you guys. We do want to somehow fit in this Tristana, and we don't want to sell her to make 40. So if I'm looking at this from a second point of view, I would probably sell like the Brand or the Garen just to get an extra Tristana in there so we can make 40 gold. So we ended up selling the Garen. We put in the extra Tristana. This guy is really weak. Oh, don't tell me we lose the win streak from this. It's been a while since I played this game, so I don't quite remember what happens, but it does look like we are going to lose the lose streak because his team is like super weak. Unless he gets an insane Brand stun here. Oh no, dude, we lost our... It's the Doker guy again. He took our glove and then he took our streak. That feels pretty bad, but honestly, it's actually good that this game happened because now you guys can see, like, if you are in gold trying to get to platinum, you might mess up your streak every now and then, and it's not the end of the world. There's still ways to recover. We didn't get the item we wanted. We didn't get the streak we wanted. Our econ, we're literally missing like 5 gold right now because of that win. And hopefully we can still recover. We finally get the Nidalee. We have no Tristanas right now. We only have 2 Tristanas and 1 Nidalee. No spirits either. We didn't see a single spirit all game. The only sharpshooter that we skipped was that 1 Sivir. But yeah, this is a very rough start. Normally, if I'm like super tryharding on my main account, I'd probably pivot into something else at this point. But you know, you guys want to see forcing 1 comp pretty much exclusively because a lot of people are saying like, oh, like you only got lucky that game because like you got the chosen whatever really early, but like in a lot of cases in TFT, like a lot of things aren't luck. You could kind of climb doing anything as long as you play like fundamentally sound, at least at a level better than your opponents. And here we start to roll down a little bit. We're gonna just go down to 50. Slayer, Pike. Pike is very useful, but just not at that point quite yet. We get a Tima, we get a Diana, we get a Kindred. We do have the Pike if we want it, but we don't have the Diana 3-star, so no really point to doing that. I'm just going to slam Locket here because Locket is one of the best items in this composition because it gives you a shield when you have no shields in your, or when you have no tanks in your composition. So it kind of gives you like pseudo tankiness. I'm going to go ahead and sell everyone else here. I probably should have played Teemo over the Nidalee, but I kind of ran out of time, so that's why. So that's why my board looks like this right now. So we are against the 6 Tristana player. He has 6 of them. We currently have 2 of them, so we are a little behind. It's a little awkward, in my opinion, but he actually leveled up to level 5. I wonder why that is the case. He would have hit level 5 anyways next turn. Maybe he wanted to preserve his health. We rolled one more time. We actually found the Diana and the Yuumi. But my mistake there, we lose a gold because, like, I don't know, I rolled one more time and then I hit, like, every unit I wanted. It's like a blessing and a curse in a way. So we are getting level 2 Tristana. We have a bunch of Nidalees. Nidalee you don't need if you have Sharpshooter chosen, but we don't have that yet. So we're going to go ahead, play 4 Spirit for now, and pretty much just chill from there. This comp is really awkward sometimes. You really want to get to level 6 and get the 4 Spirit, 4 Sharpshooter power spike. And you could get that with a chosen Spirit or Sharpshooter. And it's really, really strong. You pretty much just stabilize from there. You guys already saw that from last game, but we're going to look at it from this game as well. We don't have as good of a game this game, but we are starting to stabilize against these boards with the Locket, so that is nice to see. Normally, if you're in a much more difficult lobby, you might not stabilize as quickly like this, but whatever the case, we roll down, get some Teemos. We got a Sivir there, so we do have the 4 Sharpshooter if we want it. It might be stronger right now because we do have items on our Tristana. Not the best, but not the worst either. I never really know what's better, 4 Spirit or 4 Sharpshooter at this point in the game. They're both equally pretty good. If you have a chosen, you could run something like Pike as your 5th unit. That normally works well. This guy has chosen Tahm Kench. He's got a bunch of brawlers. He's looking for a Shyvana. Wait, he's got Olaf on his bench too. He might be going Slayers. Both are pretty good builds, you know, Shyvana and the Slayer build, but are we able to take this from him? Man, it's crazy how different our team looks when we have level 1 Tristana to level 2 Tristana, because we were getting kind of smacked around before, and now we kind of are like giving people a fight. So on this carousel, we need a glove. We've been looking for a glove all game. You want like 2 or 3 gloves when you play this composition, I'm not gonna lie. We are 3rd pick, there's a glove on the Kindred. Are we able to get it? The answer is yes. The other guy didn't want it. Oh my god, oh, I remember this game. I tried to go for the glove, but like I didn't realize that an Olaf was coming by and I accidentally got the Olaf. Maybe this is a good thing because now we'll see how we play if we don't get too many gloves or don't get optimal items. But I did really mean to take that glove. If we look at that in an instant replay, my heart is really intent on running around towards to the Kindred to get the glove. You can see where my mouse is pointed. And yeah, it's a little unfortunate there, but you know, things happen in TFT. Sometimes you lose your lose streak. Sometimes you lose your, what's it called? Your items, and sometimes you don't start the game with many Tristanas. So I do make a mistake here. So I pick up the Spirit Yuumi here. Obviously, you'd rather have Spirit Diana because it gives you a ton of copies of Diana, but any Spirit chosen is going to work really well for your team because it just gets you to 4 Spirit that much faster, and it opens up a lot of slots. That way, once we hit Tristana 3, we could level up to level 6, play 4 Sharpshooter, 4 Spirit, and pretty much go from there. We could even try to go maybe for Yuumi 3-star this game. It's not that great. Honestly, I don't really recommend doing it if you're trying to like super turbo climb, because Yuumi 3 just doesn't offer that much for how much gold it costs. But it's a pretty decent unit if you get it for free. Like, we might get it for free this game because we do have to roll a crap ton to get this Tristana 3. All right, now on to the next shop. We're at 66 gold. We're going to roll it down again. I don't know if you guys notice. The game's pretty much just roll it down every single turn. We get another Yuumi. We get another Tristana. Maybe Yuumi 3 is actually in the picture. But there's another Tristana, so we're just 2 off right now, despite being pretty contested. I mean, that guy's 1 off. I think there's one other guy with Tristana because a lot of people use it to pivot into other things later in the game. So we're facing a Keeper Kennen. We have a pretty good matchup against Kennen because we are long range and we have a Quicksilver Sash. That means Aatrox isn't going to pull our Tristana into the middle of the fight later in the game once he gets an Aatrox. So Kennen isn't that great for us because look, he's only going to hit our Diana because we backline everyone and we have an assassin jump to the back. So it's actually like a pretty good matchup. A lot of times in TFT, there's a lot of like rocks, paper, scissors on the matchup. This guy left a comment on my YouTube channel a while ago on my tier list, and he was like, dude, how can you say Slayers are good? Kennen Keeper destroys them. And it's like, yeah, Kennen does have a great matchup versus Slayers because Slayers are all frontline and Kennen destroys frontline units. But other compositions like Kale, like the Tristana, they're really good versus Kennen. So even though Kennen's a very good comp, Slayers are still the best comp on that current patch that I made the meta snapshot because, well, they destroy everyone except for Keeper. So it's like, yeah, there's a lot of nuances in TFT. Like a lot of people think if a comp can't win, that means it isn't good. But Keepers don't win often, but they are a very good comp still because they get top 4 so easily. So we're going to roll down some more. We got some more Teemos. We are really looking for this last Tristana. We need to sell someone for this Yuumi. I guess Sivir's all right. I probably should have sold the Nico on the board and just not play Nico for a turn. I really want to roll down to find some upgrades though because our bench is so huge. Man, we are hitting like one off everything. It's a little unfortunate. Yeah, Nico should be gone. Buy this Teemo. And yeah, we're just going to stay at level 1 Nidalee. We do need to keep the Nidalee because we need to get 4 Sharpshooter from her because we don't have Sharpshooter chosen. And what items do we want here? We definitely want probably a Zeke's Herald. Put that on Teemo or Sivir. Either is going to be fine. And yeah, just go from there. For the tiers, are we building like a blue buff on Teemo? That could be an option. Like Morello and blue buff on Teemo isn't the worst thing in the world. Or like Shojin Morello on Teemo also works. But I really think Zeke's is a really good item. Which one's better though? I'm honestly not really too sure. Oh no, we have to sell another thing. Like what are we supposed to sell here? Like, this is such an awkward spot because we do need that Nidalee back later. So whenever you are like one off every upgrade, you just gotta roll down because you just need to hit them. There we get the Nidalee again, and then keep going because we are like 1 or 2 off like literally everything. It's so close, but so far, you know? And I still haven't built items yet. I think I'm going to build the Morello, or the Zeke's fine. Shojin's really good on Teemo with Sharpshooter, and same with Morello, but like Zeke's is just such a good item, right? Maybe I just slam blue buff on Teemo right after this. Because those tiers aren't really doing too much. Luden's honestly isn't a bad item on Teemo either, because he does crowd control people, so you do get the bonus damage on Luden's if you decide to build it. It's obviously not ideal, but it's an option, you know? Alright, so there's one more Tristana. We are on stage 4-3 right now. There's a Diana, perfect. We really need to be hitting everything right now. Normally you want to hit when you're at 4-1. Sometimes you hit earlier, which is great, but we can't always get those games. But like definitely by 4-1, you want to have Tristana 3-star. If not, the game's going to look a little sketch once you start to get higher up. But we're able to hit it there, so we level up and play 4 Sharpshooter, which we can fit by taking out the Yuumi. And perfect there. So we are 2 off Yuumi 3-star. We could definitely use that. Oh, we could also blue buff Yuumi. That's another good item to put on people. But like either Teemo or Yuumi, both of them work. Since we have Teemo 3-star already, why not put it on Teemo? The blind's pretty useful, but if you had both like just 2 stars, Yuumi and Teemo, I'd probably put it on my Yuumi because getting her to cast really often gives a lot of attack speed to your team. Right, so on this carousel, what do we want? We have a rod and a bow. I guess we want a glove, build a last whisper. Yeah, because we used up all our tiers, so we can't really build a hand of justice. Unfortunately, someone took the glove, so I guess we just take maybe, I guess, chain for locket. Getting 2 lockets is really nice. The third one's a little overkill, so never go for 3 locket, but double locket's super strong in this composition because, again, it allows your spirit units to cast, and it like provides tank line for your team when you have none. So now we need to eco back up. We are like pretty far behind right now. We're at 10 gold, level 6. You never want to be at this point at stage 4 or 5, but we do have a lot of 3-stars. We have 3 3-stars, almost 4 of them, so it isn't the end of the world. But this is one of the reasons why you don't really want to play this comp when you're contested, unless you like really know what you're doing or you're facing weaker opponents than what you normally face. And in this case, we are facing weaker opponents because we are in gold to platinum right now. But I'm hoping I could help a lot of people get to platinum, and then after that, we will get to diamond. I actually have a really fun diamond video coming up that is like, I think like 2 or 3 hours of only fortune going to diamond. So if that is of interest to you, go ahead, hit the subscribe button down below to get notifications for that. But yeah, we're going to continue to eco up. We don't really need this Nidalee 3, but I guess we could sell the Janna. However, Janna is probably the unit that we're putting in next right now. Janna's going to give us Mystic, which is pretty useful. What's this guy going? This guy's going some sort of mage build with the Darius? He must be waiting for Aurelion Soul, and these look like Aurelion Soul items. He has the Jeweled Gauntlet, the Hand of Justice, and he has Guardian Angel on his bench with the Chain Vest from Darius, so he's probably just like waiting for Aurelion Soul somewhere. But we're able to beat him, so we stabilized pretty well. We kind of won almost every round in Stage 3 and only lost 1 round in Stage 4. I'd say that's pretty good. Alright, so now in the neutral rounds, let's see what drops there. We get some gold. Oh no, it's a Nico. Okay, and some gold. And a sword. I guess we're building Giant Slayer. We don't... I don't know if Giant Slayer is going to be good for this lobby. I didn't really scout too much. There was one brawler player, right? But you got to do what you got to do. It's the only item we can build. But we do have the Nico for this Yuumi, which is going to be pretty convenient. Alright, this guy is going... Is this another brawler player? I guess there are 2 brawler players, which is... Okay, that's really good luck for me then, because I have a Giant Slayer, so I'm going to get 2 free matchups then. I think we faced like a brawler last round, and then now we faced one just now, so yeah, pretty good stuff. We're going to go ahead, level to 7, put Janna in. That's going to be a good Mystic power spike. It's going to be good against those Kale players, going to be good against those Mage players. A lot of people are playing Mage now, so it's a nice tech to put in. I will note, I am mispositioned right now. Yuumi should be 1 square to the left, or even 2 squares to the left, so that she guarantees hits my Tristana. Because right now, look, she healed my Janna instead of my Tristana, because my Tristana walked to the left 1 square, making it a 50-50 between them on who she heals, because Yuumi always heals whoever has the lowest health, and then whoever has the... whoever's on the opposite side of the map of her first target. So when she's in the middle, she's taking damage, so she's going to heal herself and then go to the furthest target. It was a tie between Janna and Tristana, which is honestly a 50-50 on who she targets. So that's why if I move her to the left 1 square, she'd always go to Tristana. So I think I realized that and moved the positioning accordingly. I guess I did something different. I put my Janna to the right 1 square so that she is closer to the Yuumi. Both work, but I think putting Yuumi to the left 1 more square is more effective because it's more of a guarantee to hit the Tristana. And you see right there, she healed herself, then jumped to the Tristana. Tristana gets the spirit buff. Not the spirit buff, the Yuumi buff. But man, Vi actually destroyed my team. Luckily, Diana can clean up this fight because that was actually pretty close. My Yuumi insta-died, which reduces a lot of the tankiness of my team because she's not healing anything anymore. And then Tristana just got bopped by Vi. I guess Vi is strong. All right, now it's Carousel. We want a Tristana item, so probably just a Runons here. Nothing too much else to take. Rapid Fire Cannon would be the second choice if Runons was taken. If you're facing a lot of Jaxes, a lot of people play Kale or Duelist, so they play Jax. Jax is like a counter to this composition, but the one way to counter Jax is to build a Rapid Fire Cannon, because Rapid Fire Cannon makes it so your attacks cannot be dodged. And Jax is a dodger, so it just is, it's just a direct counter. All right, so we're facing the Brawler guy again. He's also running a Swain, so this is a free matchup because we like got a random Giant Slayer for some reason. We didn't have the best Tristana items. Normally you want like lots of Hand of Justices. Last Whisper is really good too, but you don't need perfect items. The only most important item, in my opinion, is a Quicksilver. But you don't want to build Quicksilver in the early game, so it's a bit of like a balance game. It's like you want to build the Quicksilver, but you do want damage items earlier. So in the early game, if you do have a choice between building like Hand of Justice or Quicksilver, or Last Whisper or Quicksilver, build the damage item first and finish the Quicksilver in like stage 3 or stage 4. All right, so this guy, he hit an Acel 2. He's got a Mage Xayah. Xayah is one of the best users of Mage Spat because look, she ultimates twice, gets the invulnerability twice. Unfortunately, it's not enough for our team because we... Oh, wait, is it? Okay, never mind. It is enough for our team. Yeah, it happens. Right now, we're just kind of waiting to go to level 8 because, like, we don't really need to roll for too much. I know we're one off Yuumi, but honestly, Yuumi 3-star isn't that big of an upgrade, so we don't really need that at all. We get a Gargoyle Stone Plate here. Not the most useful item, honestly. All right, so I probably should have leveled up. I'm still level 7. But I'm just like a little greedy on my gold. We're looking at someone else's board right now, but two ASOL players. So Mystic from Janna probably helps a tiny bit. You obviously want more magic resist than that, but like we only have so many slots. If we hit level 9, we probably could go 4 Mystic. That's going to be pretty good in this lobby, actually, because there's a lot of magic damage in this game. All right, so now we're going to go level 8. Do we want to roll? Again, we're really only rolling for Yuumi and Sivir. I guess we need Sivir too as well, so I guess we could do a couple of rolls, right? Maybe do a slow roll. I'm not really too sure. We are at 39 life. Everyone else is really low. There's one guy at 46 life. Yeah, I guess we should find our upgrades because like Sivir 2 would be pretty good, right? And Yuumi 3. There's a Sivir. No Yuumi. Oh wait, there's the Yuumi. Gonna use a Nico on that. Not in time. Not in time. We'll get it next time. At least we're facing the Brawler guy. Again, the Brawler guy is a free win because we have Giant Slayer. It's one of the weaknesses of Brawlers. It's a very strong comp until people build Giant Slayer. So it's pretty meta dependent. When a lot of people are playing Warlords, you didn't really want to be playing Brawlers because the Giant Slayer is going to be effective against both you and the Warlord players. But right now, like, not too many people play Warlords. A lot of people are playing Fortune, but not Warlords. So Brawlers could find a place back because, again, no one's building Giant Slayer. And if someone does, like, they're kind of griefing their own game just to counter you, which isn't that effective from their point of view. So even if people do that, like, don't be that mad at them because they're kind of going to go 8th themselves if they build a Giant Slayer if it's only effective against one player. All right, this guy's the mage player. He's got Annie 3. I think is this the guy who beat us before, or was that someone else? He has a set with a hat now. Why would you put hat on set? Like the mage hat? I don't even know what that does. He barely gets 1 ultimate off, let alone 2. I think that's actually pretty useless. It was actually much better on the Xayah than the set. So maybe that's a big mistake from him. I forget if it's the same player or not. It might be. I guess we go like Guardian Angel here. We could also go Last Whisper or Locket. Probably Last Whisper though, right? Again, you don't really need 3 Lockets. It's a little overkill. So since we have a little bit of life and there's a neutral round coming up, I want to go for the 4 Mystic because this guy's only dealing magic damage to me. So it'll be pretty useful. Oh, and I put the Last Whisper on Teemo just because he's 3-star. Obviously, Sivir's a better holder of it, but like since Teemo's 3-star, he's got a bunch of items. Like I just really care about the auto attacks to reduce the armor so Tristana does more damage. Whether Sivir does more damage or not, I don't really think it matters. Teemo has more health, so he's gonna give more triggers of Last Whisper. He also is hitting himself with the Zeke's buff, so he's gonna have higher attack speed than Sivir, I believe. And that's why I decided to do it that way. I'm trying to swap sides a bunch. I want to be on the opposite side of the same side as his Aurelion Soul, but it's hard for me to swap because I need to swap 3 units, Diana, Teemo, and Tristana, in order to swap to the other side. So he's always going to win the swap war. So you got to identify that. I kind of just gave up on that swap and just tried to get a good unit Zephyred because he does have a Zephyr. So I kind of want to give out like a trash unit to get Zephyred by him. But we're able to beat him here, so that is game 2. And yeah, we're going to force this some more. We didn't have the best start this game, honestly. It was like a pretty trash start, and we were contested, but we were able to pull it out anyways. Let's hop into game 3. All right, let's get into game 3. For some reason, we have a belt start. Unlucky, lost a carousel. You know, we have high ping. I have what, 178 ping? Not the best, but like, well, we'll still make it work. So we start the game. We get a Nidalee and a Diana. Gonna pick those up. We get a Negatron from the creeps. Not the best items, honestly, but what can you do? So we end up getting a bow. Not bad, not bad. Slap in the other Diana. No Tristanas, no Chosens yet, but you know, the game is young. We get a Sivir from a box. That's pretty useful. Not useful yet, but maybe in the future it will be. And there we go. Chosen Tristana Sharpshooter. See, you guys, it happens some games. Doesn't happen all games. If you get it, you take it. We also have a Teemo in shop, so can we just play 4 Sharpshooter right now? I think we can. Let's go ahead and do that. We don't need Nidalee anymore, so we could sell her too. Do I slap a Runons right away? I think we do because, like, maybe we could get a streak. It's really tough to say because we do want to save these items for, like, Last Whisper, Quicksilver. But not building an item feels kinda, you know. Oh my god. We thought we had a good start. This guy's got 6 Tristanas. You know, a lot of people say don't compare yourself to other people. You know, like, some people, they have some friends like out of college, they're making like let's say you get a job out of college, you're making like 100K a year, and then your like colleague is making 200K a year. That's what's happening in this game right now. Like, I'm the guy making 100K a year. The other guy's making 200K. It feels terrible, but I guess you should still remember the situation you're in, and it's still a good situation, and just kind of disregard the guy making 200K, because, like, holy cow. The dude's got 6 Tristanas. I don't even know what else to say. Alright, so on to the next game. We also have, like, terrible items, right? We're facing a duelist Yasuo. Is he rerolling Yasuo? He is not, because he's level 4. I guess if he is rerolling, it'd probably be a mistake. Barely lose. If we built the Runons, maybe we could have win streaked. I'm being a little greedy for items. I really want the Quicksilver. Alright, new shop. Not too much to do here. We'll just drop in the Diana, get some spirits going. Spirits give attack speed. Very useful stuff. We sell everything to get to 9 gold. We could sell Nidalee to get to 10 because we don't need Nidalee anymore. I'm trying to think of what item we want on Carousel, man. Another Tristana player. Everyone's playing Tristana. Little unlucky. Maybe we go for a Zeke's. No, we want a glove. We want Last Whisper. That's pretty much all we can get, but we are going to be like last pick probably. So yeah, we lost the tie. We are 98 versus 98 versus 98 versus 98. Oh wait, no, we didn't lose. We won the thing, but I go for a sword? What am I doing? I need to be going for a glove. Holy cow. Alright, I made a mistake this game. Go for glove, don't go for sword. Sword builds Zeke's. Okay, there's also a Lucky Lantern. Let's check that out. Bow and spatula. So we have 2 Shyvanas here. If you guys are playing for serious, you have a Runons, you have a Zeke's. Just go for Shyvana instead of this Tristana build, especially since it's contested. If we were uncontested, maybe you could still go for this Tristana build, but we are being very contested. I think one other player is for sure going for it, and a lot of other people have random Tristanas. I think from this spot, we build the Runons because we have the extra bow for another item. This spatula, it's really not doing so much. It's kind of horrible in this composition. You could maybe go Dragon Soul spatula, but like honestly, if that's not a force of nature, this item means absolutely nothing to us. So new shop, we get a Yuumi, which is great, but not much else. The name of the game is we just want more Tristanas. Like, if it's not a huge Tristana shop, honestly, like, it's a worthless shop. And we are able to eke out some wins here. Nice, nice, nice. So I wish we could win streak the whole time, but you can't always get what you want. At least we have the chosen Sharpshooter. That's the only thing going for us right now. But this star did look amazing, but like, it just turned out to not materialize how we would have liked because everyone's running our champions. I don't know. At least we get Diana. We get a bunch of Sivers. Maybe we could pivot into the Siver build instead if we have a lot of trouble finding Tristana. So on these Krugs, let's see what drops here. Ooh, Negatron, not good. Belt, not good. Sword, at least we could build a second Zeke's. I'm not happy about this. We really need gloves, and it's my bad. I didn't take the glove off the last carousel, so this game, if there's one thing to like, if it actually really burns us in the end, that's how we know where we messed up. Like, take gloves. That's why in the start of the game, I always recommend going for either rod or glove, because those are just the 2 best items for this comp. The rod builds Locket, and the glove builds every single Tristana item imaginable. But we'll just build the other Runons on him. It's like, whatever, you know? You get what you get. So just scouting around. This guy's going Warlords. This guy's Tristana, 2 Tristana players still. No, this is the only actual Tristana player. So there's 1 real Tristana player, 1 that's like just using it as a transition unit. We are facing, what is this? What is this guy playing? What is this? He's got like Fiora chosen with the random Shyvana with RFC. I got 0 clue what this guy's doing. I think this guy's going like 8th if that's my guess. He's got like 10 items on his bench. You never want to be like this. You never want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items on your bench. That's a big no-no. He could build a ton of stuff right now. He could build at least a Last Whisper, if not other stuff as well. Maybe go for like an Olaf build with the RFC. We get the Yuumi here, which is pretty nice. Drop that in. Extra spirit unit, never hurt anyone, and just go from there. Again, this composition doesn't really take shape until you hit level 6, where you hit the 4 Sharpshooter, 4 Spirit, Power Spike. What's this guy doing? He's doing Duelist. He's got a Runon's Callista. Honestly, Callista is a very good unit. A lot of the set in set 4 and set 4.5, she's kind of been pretty garbage, but in this set, recently in the past couple of patches, she's been pretty good in the mid game as an item holder for like Kale or Olaf. Oh man, this guy's 1 off Tristana. We are like 6 off Tristana. Not a good sign. I'm still gonna roll anyways because I'm like forcing the build, but it's not looking too pretty. This guy's got blue buff Akali and the assassin Tristana. Very interesting stuff. This blue buff Akali is actually about to smurf on me. We end up killing her though before our Tristana dealt a lot of damage. Or Tristana dealt a lot of damage before dying, so that's good enough. You know, I'm surprised we're actually win streaking. Normally when you play this build, you're gonna be lose streaking. Like when I play this on my main account, I'm at like 30 life by the time Wolf Camp comes around. But right now we're super healthy. We're 98, so maybe we could use that to our advantage to snowball the game. But it's gonna be difficult without Tristana and without the gloves, because you need Quicksilver in this meta because there's a lot of Aatrox players, a lot of CC, and if you just don't have it, you are going to get slapped. We get a Rod though, we get a Tristana. Let's continue rolling, and nothing there. So we got 2 Tristanas, not the end of the world. So maybe we could go for the Tristana build still. Okay, what does this guy have? He's got Olaf already with RFC and a bow. That is a little scary. Was he playing Fortune? Yeah, I think he's playing Fortune Slayer, and he 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 manned us. Oh man, that's a lot of damage. That's like 12 damage, I think. A little more than that because of the round bonus. All right, new turn. We get a Diana. We're gonna roll down again. I don't see anything that enticing, so we just wasted 10 gold, whatever. We wasted a lot of gold so far. We only have 5 Tristanas at 3-6. That is never... Oh my god, he hit it. Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair. And then we face him right as he hits. I don't know why he built Giant Slayer on Tristana. That seems like a big waste. He could have built Quicksilver on Tristana, and then like maybe a Rage Blade would have been pretty good. I don't know what he's doing, but he kind of lost to us, which is pretty interesting. He's going for the Dragon Soul build, which is good too. But he really needs to itemize his 3-star because she's just not hitting that hard. All right, so we do end up hitting both a Sivir and another Tristana and another Diana. Maybe we could hit stuff on next stage because, again, 4-1 is typically the stage you want to hit everything in. And without that, you are just really weak. We get another sword, no glove. And no locket, no glove. This is not a good game. Oh no, man, I'm getting so punished for messing up that carousel. You know, sometimes that's all it takes. It's just like one small mistake and it costs you big time. And it's like, that's not even including all your tiny mistakes that you're making throughout the course of the game after that too, you know? But like that literal one skipping the glove, it's really hurting us, honestly. Do I just build another Runons? I think I do. I think I build a Runons here and then build a Quicksilver with the last Negatron. And then with the sword, maybe another Zeke's. With that rod, maybe a Locket, because holy cow, we are in trouble if these are our items. I mean, you don't have to win every game. When you're forcing a comp, you can't expect to get first place every time, because forcing a comp, it's very suboptimal to do. The only reason why I'm doing it is because it's one really easy way to play the game, so you never confuse yourself. So you're going to get like a lot of top 4s this way, but you're not going to win too much. There are going to be a couple of games where you do, but like there are games you go 8th, and if I'm facing much tougher opponents, I probably should go 8th this game because my items and my units are not very strong right now. But like we are on a new account, so we are in like gold trying to climb to platinum. So the players are going to be weaker than what I am used to, but if they are what you are used to, you will need to play much better than you normally do in order to win this game. This guy's got Duelist, RFC, Quicksilver, Kale. That is perfect Kale items, but he's got like a 2-star Tryndamere for some reason. He's probably using it as a transition unit, but his team is like looking pretty good for this state in the game. I guess Tryndamere's a Duelist, so he can run that for a bit. All right, there's Teemo 2-star. Maybe we get 3 stars of everything eventually. It's 4-3 right now. I might have to all in right now. We found that Tristana. Yeah, I think we roll for a little bit because it is getting late in the game. And we need to hit this Tristana so that we could level up and play actual units. So there's another Teemo. Tristana and a Teemo. Tristana and a Teemo. We just need one more now. Oh man, It's tough to roll this much gold in one turn. There's a Kindred. We get down to 20. We'll go to 0 next turn and hopefully hit it, then level up. And yeah, play 4 Spirit after that. This guy is going Warlords. He's got a lot of Warlords. I'm assuming that's a Warlord chosen. So he's probably 6 Warlord plus a Pike. Pretty strong comp in my opinion. And it got buffed recently too. Like Katarina's much stronger now. And ooh, nice. We're able to eke out a win. So we want Glove, but if not, like Zeke's or Locket is good. Locket's probably the second best. I might even argue that Locket is the best item to get here over the Glove just because we really need frontline, and this comp just doesn't run any frontline. But we'll get the extra Zeke's, just why not? Like all the other options were pretty bad. So we build that there, sell this cannon, and roll. Because we need this last Tristana really, really, really badly. We get Teemo before we get Tristana. Unlucky. I guess it's lucky in a way. And there she is. A level up, drop in the Kindred, and slap the other Zeke's on Sivir. It's not looking so bad. Again, we're 4 turns late, but since we were contested, not the end of the world. So again, like I'm doing this experiment to help you guys so you guys can see that you can force one build and climb. As long as you have like the basics of the comp down and like you know when to all in, you're going to be doing fine. Even with terrible items. Like this game, we do have terrible items. No Lockets and no Gloves. So I know Zeke's might make it look pretty good, but like having no Locket really, really hurts your team. The reason behind that is because the Spirit units, they need to cast in order to give the attack speed buff to your team. And a lot of times, or a lot of games, they don't cast without Locket. So that's why it's super, super important. Because yeah, if they don't cast, you pretty much don't have a synergy that you're playing. So this is the same guy who was contesting us before. He did get the Quicksilver. He's got a Giant Slayer and a Runons. No, so close, so close, so close. This is a Runons div, I'll put it at that. Cancel that last line because I said the wrong item, whatever. Alright, so here we get a belt and a rod. Oh no. What can you do? None of these items work. I guess we build a Morello on Teemo. That's all you can do at this point. No Lockets. It's gonna hurt us. Honestly, at this point, we just want to reach level 9. Or not level 9, level 7. Well, I'm talking about level 9 when we're level 6. We need to reach level 7 to put in like a Mystic or maybe like a Dragon Soul. We could build Dragon Soul Spat. I'm not really too sure. Yeah, so we level up, play a Braum, build a Dragon Soul Spat. Maybe it helps our Tristana a bunch because, oh man. Double Runons. No Lockets, it's not looking so good. Meanwhile, we're facing Kindred 3 with Zeke's and a perfect item Kale. No, Kale's like one of the counters to this comp, as you see here. Everyone's taking their sweet time walking to her as she's like wailing on them with an RFC. That's one way to counter this build. Play like RFC Kale. Holy cow, 3-star Akali with like beautiful items there. Holy. This is the type of comp where if you hit, you hit. And you destroy everyone, but like if you don't hit it, it's pretty terrible. But he hit this game, so he's gonna one-tap our whole team, especially since we don't have Lockets. Honestly, against the Akali, I don't think Locket even helps because she just does so much damage. Unfortunately, we're still last pick because we had a lot of health from before. What do we even want here? Do we want an RFC for our Tristana? Nope, that got taken. All these items are straight garbage. I guess we get the Zeke's, just put it on someone else. Who really knows, man? Yeah, I think I just put it on Teemo and just have him buff Sivir and like Kindred maybe, or Diana. Like, I could double buff the Tristana, but honestly, I don't really think it matters that much. I'd rather have Tristana in the corner. Okay, this guy's ASOL with mages. He's got 2 mage caps. Oh no! At least we handled the set. Why do people put their mage cap on set in Japan? Maybe like a streamer did that once and everyone's copying that? Because this is the second time we've seen it. It's honestly like really horrible on set. I'd rather have it on any other champion. We get a Braum too, but not too much else there. We want to try to level up to 8, maybe put something random in like a Mystic. I don't care too much about Sivir 3-star because Sivir only has Zeke's, so she's not going to be that useful at 3-star. Like, obviously, if I get it for free, I'm going to play it. Yeah, I'm not going to roll for it that hard. We do get a Last Whisper. That's going to be pretty good. I'd rather get a Quicksilver, but, you know, despite this entire game being such a disaster, I'll take this Last Whisper with pride right now. Ooh, also a Nico. Maybe we do roll down for the Sivir now that we have the Nico. But Mystique's going to be good. There's a Kale player. There's an Acel player. A lot of people are running that stuff. So it's probably a level 8 next turn. Maybe... Oh, wait. We have a Nico on our bench. I was thinking, like, if we don't have a Mystic on our bench, we could kind of just wait one turn. But since we do have one, we could just level up and play it. Everyone's low. We're at 34 life. We're not at 90 like we were before. So we're not able to afford to play so greedily compared to the other game. So we put the Negatron on Braum, like who cares? Oh no, it's a Kale player again. This guy's so strong. He's got a Lee Sin too as well. Ah, man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Maybe we, no. Tristana just killed us before. Wait, Kindred, no, if Kindred ulted, maybe if she did, she could kill it. If we have level 2 Kindred, I think we win that. Because she would have killed someone else faster and walked faster to the Kale. We have Kindred 2 now, but it's one round too late. One more Sivir, then we Nico Sivir as well. So we did a quick side swap. That way Akali doesn't completely demolish us. But this guy, he's got Assassin Kennen. He's got 3-star Akali. We are not beating him, right? We do beat him. Oh, that's because look at his bench. He's got 3-star Kennen Assassin on his bench. That's probably one of the best 3-stars to have. 3-star Assassin Kennen. Because he just jumps to your backline. And he does so much damage that, like, your carries are gonna die. Like, the only thing that can beat him is, like, melee carries at that point who are in the front line and not hit by the Kennen. Oh, no. Yeah, so this lobby's pretty strong, but we hit our comp too late, so, and we don't have the right items. That's why we're not doing as well, but it's part of the cons of forcing. We also don't have any lockets, and you can see, look, our Tristana's dying so quickly because we don't have locket. And our whole team would be much tankier. With even just one locket makes an extremely big difference. We got top 4 at least. I guess we just are happy with that. On this carousel, all these items suck because we are full item already. No lockets either. I guess we get another Dragon Soul Spat. Or maybe a Trap Claw, just to get a Trap Claw. Oh wait, Belt for Zephyr. Dude, I am smart. I am smart. See, I'm not paying as much attention in the VOD review. But in-game, I was thinking pretty hard. I was like, I could cheese a Zephyr on this Akali, for example. So I put the Zephyr on my Braum. He had a Negatron on him before. I'm going to move up one row because I wanted to face the Kale player and not have to walk so far. And let's see what happens. We do end up facing him. It's Kale. Oh, no, I made a mistake. Kale just targets our Tristana right away. And then we get CC'd. Maybe that positioning was a mistake. I mean, we lost by, like, a lot. Oh, we only lost by 3 units. Oh, no. We almost got 3rd, but that's a 4th. Not the end of the world. You guys already know all the disasters that happened this game. We're at 73 LP, gold 3 now, but yeah, it's one of the cons of forcing. Let's go into game number 4. All right, guys, we are into game, I think this is game 4. We are at gold 3, 73 LP, so we still got a ways to go before we reach platinum, but have no fear. We have a rod start. Unfortunate that we get a belt here. You don't want belts almost ever. Like, Zeke's is fine, but not that great of an item. So no Tristana's here. We do get a Diana, so I'm going to grab her. Fun fact, Diana can solo this minion round, so I could just sell both the Fioras and just keep the Diana in there. Just make sure that she attacks this range minion first in order to do that. Second shot, another Diana. Nothing else much to see there. We did get a glove. Glove is going to be good for later, but we can't build an item now, so we are going to lose a ton of health in stage 2. All right, so we got a Nico. It's not too bad. We get a Diana 2-star and a Fiora 2-star. We'll just grab that. We can't make interest right now, so maybe we kill a unit with this start. We took a 3-0 loss. Not the best. We do get a Nidalee. But yeah, again, like this early game, not too much is happening. Can we sell 1, 2, 3, 4... plus 3, 7. Okay, yeah, we could reach 10 gold. So yeah, we'll just do a quick open fort because we just need gold. So this comp, you don't need much health. You just kind of need at least 30 at Wolf Camp, and then you should be fine as long as you hit all your units. So open forting, completely fine. It gets us more gold if we get a 5 loss streak into the neutral round, and it gives us carousel priority. So this guy's got a lot of Tom Kenches. He's running Fortune, I'm guessing. We might have like broken his streak. Actually, he's at 100, so he doesn't have a Fortune streak. So that's actually indirectly pretty good. We get a Tristana and a Garen. We'll just buy those 2, slap them in, and yeah. So that's 1 Tristana, 3 Dianas, 1 Nidalee. Not the best start, not the worst start. We are still looking for the Chosen. Let's see what this guy's playing. This guy's playing, he's got a lot of Sharpshooters, but he does have a Chosen already. And man, we're taking a lot of big losses. Each loss so far is a 3-unit loss. So 3 times 2 times 3, that is, I think that's 18. So yeah, we're at 80 life. Oh, maybe we lost by one more unit earlier. Oh wait, no, last round we lost by 4 units. There's like the Tom Kench, 3 Tom Kenches and an Annie that we lost to. So on this carousel, I think we just take the chain. Just go ahead, build the, what's that item called? The locket. You don't need to complete your glove items first because glove works with a lot of different items. So whatever we drop from the neutral round is most likely going to complete our glove item. Whereas this locket, like, we kind of need it right away because locket is, I mean, it's locket. You got to take it, you know? It's like one of the best items in the comp. So we'll slap that on Diana, backline everyone, and make sure we're at 20 gold, which we are, and we'll just chill from there. All right, so against this guy's got a pretty strong team. Are we going to take... We took a 5-unit loss, so we have not killed any units yet. That is pretty concerning because we're at 70 life. It is much lower than everyone else's life total. So we get a Wukong 2-star here. All right, we'll just play that over the Garen. Hopefully we can kill a unit. We don't have too many Tristanas, not too many Diana, so honestly, if you're super tryharding, this is not a good start for the Tristana game. So I would try to pivot into something else if I were you. Lucky for us, we are on a 5-loss streak, and that should guarantee us like tons of gold into the neutral round. So maybe we could roll a bit at level 4 on 3-1 after the neutral round to try to hit some Tristanas, hit some Dianas, maybe get a chosen. You know, we're 1 chosen off from having this be like a good start. So we just got to be patient and wait for that chosen. It's just like a little if we don't get it this early. We get brand chosen, not what we wanted. Luckily, we could still kill this minion round with this build, so we don't need to slam any items or anything. Like, sometimes you need to level up in order to beat these guys, so it can get a little close in terms of, like, close calls for beating the neutral rounds. But let's see what we drop here. We got some gold. We got more gold. Just sell all of those. Pike might be useful. Do we sell this Nidalee? Yeah, I think we sell her 50 gold. She's not that important. We get a bow for Last Whisper. That's really good, so we could slam 1 item already. That is a Dragon Soul Braum. Sometimes you take this. If you get, like, if you had a very strong Tristana, I might have taken that just for temporary sake, and then sell him later, get something else later, go for, like, maybe some sort of Dragon Soul game, or maybe, like, just find a new chosen later in the game. But we roll down on level 4. We don't get any Tristanas. We get some Dianas, which is decent, but, man, this game is not looking too hot because we don't even have 2-star Tristana. We rolled a bunch. It's 3-1. Normally, we want 5 of them, and that's just not the case at this point. We do have a Nico, so that's going to help us in the long run. That means like finding our last Diana or Tristana is going to be easy cake. And yeah, hopefully that's going to be enough to help us snowball this game and stabilize. This guy's got pretty strong Nasus. Nasus is one of the strongest early game chosens because a lot of people don't have enough damage to kill through the Siphoner healing that he gets. So, and you could slam any item on him as a random item holder. We get the Tristana 2-star. Let's roll a little bit. 1, nothing here. We do have a Teemo, so we could play... Oh, wait, no, we don't have Sharpshooter chosen yet. There's not much to do here. I guess we could roll once more because we have the Shyvana in our shop. And there we go, Spirit Diana. That is perfect. Now we're 1 off Diana. See what I mean, guys? Like, a lot of times you're just 1 chosen off from having, like, a good start. And that just happened to be this game. Either Diana or any Tristana would be good. For Diana, it has to be Spirit Diana. We could also go for Spirit Teemo, Spirit Yuumi, and there might be some other ones that are pretty good. But all right, so we kind of stabilized there. We don't have the 3-stars yet. I actually kind of wanted to lose 1 more round to get even more gold with our lose streak, but you know, sometimes it's time to stop the bleeding. We're at 50 life. That's low enough already. So we get the Sivir here. Sivir's going to be great. Oh, and there is Diana 3. So we could go ahead, take that, and drop in Sivir. Now we have to kind of think. We have to use our brain a little bit because do we want Tristana 3 or do we want Sivir 3? Because if we want Tristana 3, we have to roll a bunch still. And if we want Sivir 3, we could just power level, which I don't really know which one's better right now. I think we just kind of chill, see what naturals in our shop, and then decide afterwards. That's why I'm kind of staying at 55 gold here. Instead of rolling right away, because there might be, like, unless we get a couple more natural Tristanas, there's not too much point in going for Tristana 3. So here we get a glove. That's going to go on Tristana. And yeah, we already completed our first glove item. We just need another one. I don't really care for finishing our Zeke's Herald from the belt that we have because it's just not that important to us. We'll just complete it later. The glove's too important. So we get a training dummy, a reforger, and another glove. Another glove's good. That means we could build QSS and maybe an IE or Hand of Justice. And again, nothing too much to do here. So we do roll down a tiny bit. We get the Tristana there. We get a Janna 2. Janna 2 is really nice for later in the game. We get a Sivir. Not too much else here, though. We do need the Nidalee because Nidalee is going to be our 4 sharpshooter build. Since we are running a Spirit Chosen, we need that champion later in the game. Just not yet, though. I'll slap the glove onto Tristana, give her a little bit more crit chance, give her a little bit more dodge chance, and that glove is almost always going on her. There's like maybe one scenario where it doesn't, and let's see if we are able to stabilize with this because... Alright, so far we haven't lost yet. Ever since we got, like, we won that one round before, we kind of beat everyone, which is honestly really nice because... we're 50 life, so if we lost 3 rounds in a row, we'd be at like 20. So it's a little bit of a rough early game for us because, again, in stage 2, we didn't lose by 1 unit. We lost by like 3 or 4 units every time. And that just means you're taking heavy damage. So there's a Nidalee 2-star. Man, maybe I should have just given up on this Tristana. All right, yeah. So if you're in this situation that I was in, where you have Diana 3-star, but only Tristana 2-star, just level up. I make a mistake here. I try to roll for the Tristana 3, and I guess I decided since I have the Nico, it's going to be pretty easy to hit, even though I don't have too many of her. But like in all honesty, it's like also easy to hit Sivir 3, so I think I should have just leveled up, played Sivir this game. But mistakes happen, you know. We're playing in gold right now, so it's like we are able to get away with making some mistakes, you know. So there's another Tristana. We are still very far off. We need 3 more Tristanas plus the Nico. And rolling down a couple times more, nothing much to do here. We don't need the Kindred because we have Spirit Chosen, and there's another Tristana. All right, so we're actually pretty close. If we roll down to 0 next turn, we're probably going to hit it, and then Nico, and then power level after that. That's why we kind of keep this Janna. Janna's more for level 7. Level 6, you play 4 Sharpshooter, 4 Spirit, and we get pretty decent items here. We get a sword, and we get a Negatron, so that's Quicksilver, and that's Infinity Edge, so that's not bad at all. I kind of like that, but I'm going to do my roll downs first because Tristana 3, the most important thing in the game, or not in the game, but in my game it is. This game it is. So we get one of them there. I guess we could, okay, all right, so that's a quick Nico there, and level up after that, put in Nidalee and Sivir, take out Janna, but we're still going to keep Janna because we need her for later, and then, yeah, Quicksilver for sure. And then, yeah, probably just IE. We could also go Zeke's and save the other glove for something else. That's also viable to do, because we could build a Zeke's and then save the chain for Locket. We could have also reforged something. Nah, let's save the Reforger. Our items are pretty good right now. We could just greed the Reforger. But yeah, we're going to perma-stabilize. If we were beating everyone with a Tristana 2-star with only Last Whisper, now we got 3-star Tristana, and we got pretty much perfect items for her. I don't think we're going to be losing for a while, so we could kind of just chill, go to level 7, and like think about whether we want to go 8 or 9 after that. So whenever you have a game like this where you're super stabilized and you get huge upgrades on top of that as well. Oh, looks like we're contested. This guy went for Sivir, but he still got 1-star Sivir, so that's a little rough on him. But he does have the 3-star Diana. But yeah, whenever you're in a game where you're like super stabilized and then you hit even more upgrades, those are the games where you're trying to think like, oh, I need to really maximize my chances for winning this. How do I do that? For me, I think right now it's trying to go level 9, play some random dudes, maybe go like 4 Mystic or something if there's a lot of Mystics, maybe play some Vanguards if there's some attack damage champions, and just kind of mix and match synergies after that. All right, so this guy's playing reroll Warlord. He almost has Nidalee 3. He's got a Garen 3. Dude, I haven't seen this build in so long. Oh man, that's funny to see. He does have Tristanas and Teemos on his bench too. He's going for the 6 Warlord, 4 Sharpshooter build, I think. But here we want this Rod. We want Locket. It got taken, so I'm just going to take the glove on Samira. Samira can replace this Nidalee, so we'll just play her in the interim, just kind of just chilling there. So honestly, if we built the Zeke's Herald instead of Infinity Edge, we would have had a better item here because then we could build Hand of Justice on Tristana and have more completed items in the game right now. But it's not the end of the world. Like, IE with Last Whisper has huge synergies because Last Whisper lowers armor whenever you critically strike, and IE gives you 100% critical strike. So it just pretty much always procs the Last Whisper, so it's never a bad combo to have IE Last Whisper. I can't really complain about having that, you know? Even though a Zeke's might have been better with like a Hand of Justice off that carousel, but that's honestly just because we lost a carousel with like a decently high pick, which I think is a little unlucky, but you guys can be the judge for yourself. All right, so we're just going to keep leveling. We don't need to roll for anything. Like, sure, we want Sivir 2. Sure, we want Samira 2. Maybe we could go for, like, Teemo 3-star. But, like, we're so far off from Teemo 3. Samira will get later. And Sivir, it's just one upgrade. You don't want to only roll for one unit. That's part of the reason why rolling for Tristana 3 was a mistake. We were only rolling for one unit, and that's just, like, something you should try not to do unless you're in a very desperate situation. But as you guys can see, look at how hard this composition stabilizes. We've been at 50 health for like 9 rounds, and we've just been steamrolling everyone. We were in like by far last place before, and now we are in 3rd. All right, let's see what drops from here. We get sword and chain. Ooh, so we get GA for Samira, I think, or like a Bramble Vest or IE on someone. And honestly, yeah, probably reforge a chain. Let's see what we get. We get another belt. It could be IE Warmogs or a Zeke's. This is really tricky. Warmogs isn't bad on Samira, but I kind of want a GA on Samira. But if you have GA and Warmogs, it's kind of overkill. So I guess I go IE plus a Warmogs. Warmogs is great on Samira. It's one of those like crappy items that works really well on her, if that makes sense. Like, you obviously don't want to build a Warmogs ever, but if you have a Warmogs on Samira, it's pretty good because whenever she attacks, she gains a shield based on her percent max health every time she dashes. And what gives the most health? Well, Warmogs gives the most health, so that's why it's so good on her. Essentially, she just ends up getting like tons of shielding. So let's level up here. I don't really have too much to put in. We could put in maybe like a pike or something for assassin, but I really want to work my way to level 9 because there's just not much else to do in my opinion. Or yeah, maybe another spirit with a Yuumi is fine too. Now, keep in mind, Samira's range got reduced, so never put her in the back row. See, even when we put her in the 3rd row, she still had to walk up a bit before attacking, and that's why you generally put her in the 2nd row if you're playing a normal composition. We are not playing a normal composition. We are playing a no-tank composition, but if you're playing like Samira and Slayers, you definitely want her in like the 2nd row. And you guys can check out all the positioning text on my website at bunnymuffins.lol, where I have a tier list where I list out positionings for every single composition. So after this game, go ahead, check that out. I update it every Friday, so if you are looking to see what comps to use to climb with, definitely very helpful. A lot of people, they've told me they just have it on the side of their... If you have like 2 monitors, they like have it on the side, or like they have it on their phone while they're playing, just to check out other comps while they're in game, so they have a quick reference chart. So what I'd like to see on this carousel is one more locket. Because having 2 lockets is the perfect amount of lockets. 1 locket is a little too little or too few. I don't know what the right grammar is there. 3 lockets, that's a little too much. 2 lockets, you know, that's just right, but we end up missing that. So we'll grab a Zeke's. Zeke's is going to be good. I make a mistake. There's a 4-cost Zeke's there, and I just skipped it. I didn't see it. My bad. All right, so we sell this Yuumi and then just drop it on the Sivir. Not much else to say there. We did spend all our extra gold into leveling up. We are going to go level 9, but not now because it's too expensive. We'll have 0 gold. When I go level 9, I want some gold to roll with so that we could get some of the good legendaries. That is a very interesting Callista. Those are like pretty bad items on Callista because Hand of Justice, I'm not really too sure how it interacts with her ultimate. And it also has 2 tier components, so it's not that great. Actually, I think Hand of Justice works on her ultimate. It's just the tiers that are awkward because she doesn't use mana. Jeweled Gauntlet, her spell, while it can critically strike, it doesn't mean anything because whenever she ults, she typically kills her target anyway. So Jeweled Gauntlet is a big no-no on Callista. Hat is much better if you want to build ability powers on her, or ability power items on her. This guy's got 2-star Samira with Warlord, with IE, with GA. That is a very powerful Samira, but not powerful enough for this Tristana and Diana combo, apparently, because we hit everything, so pretty good whenever that happens. So we get a triple item. That's good. We get GA on Samira. Frozen Heart, maybe we could put that on Yuumi, same with the Redemption, or like Frozen Heart Diana, maybe. I think it's definitely GA on Samira, Frozen Heart on Diana, and then, yeah, probably Redemption on Yuumi. That's probably the best. Not too much else to do. Yeah, let's just level up, I think. We could greed one more turn. It doesn't really matter. We're so far ahead that, like, literally nothing we do matters. Essentially, we just haven't dropped a round since since I think 3-2 is when our win streak started. We're on a 14-game win streak. It's absolutely nuts. This guy's playing some sort of brawler build with RFC Mage Cap set. That is a very interesting build. I personally have never seen that before, but I'm guessing this guy did not go to the meta snapshot at BunnyMuffins.lol, so that's probably why he's playing that. He did get knocked out, a little unfortunate. I kind of like to see him play a little more because that comp does look pretty fun. All right, so we hit level 9. I'll just drop an Olaf and a Pikekin so we get Slayers, and that way our Samira hits that much harder. We're probably going to also roll once because why not? And then we hit a Samira there and an Olaf too, so I'll just swap that one out by the Samira, and I guess we just lose an interest. It's okay. It's like we hit the Olaf too, so we can't really complain that much, you know? Tryndamere I think is better, but like without items, Olaf is pretty useless. Without items, Tryndamere also pretty useless, but not as useless as Olaf in my opinion. We end up smashing that guy. He's got a GA on his bench. We could keep rolling though. We have like above 50 gold at level 9, so whenever you're at that point, just roll because like you never know what you're gonna hit. I probably should have went for some sort of 3-star legendary here for fun, but we get the Samira 2, and this game's looking like a GG. We're in a 1v1 scenario right now. He still has a GA on his bench. I wonder what he's saving it for, or who he's saving it for. Oh, the second Lee Sin. He's just running a lot of Lee Sins. That's actually kind of scary because he could kick Diana out. But I think Tristana's able to kill most of them before that happens. Do we win this game without dropping a round after our win streak started? It's starting to look like it, because he's got 0 gold, so his team is not going to get any stronger. And all right, yeah, so looking pretty good. He's probably at like 30 health right now. We want to lock it here. Blue buff's pretty good on Yuumi. What else could we use? Giant Slayer, not that useful. Yeah, it's probably blue buff, but I was too slow on it. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get any item. It's fine. We get Elderwood Spatula. That's probably like one of the worst things we could get there. I was thinking like maybe we could build like a belt or a chain vest item that we have on this Yuumi. I don't really know. But he's at 28 life. Like, honestly, it doesn't matter. We're too far ahead. Like, the item we get here, let's say we got a jeweled gauntlet. Like, who would we even put that on for it to really make a difference? Probably won't. Yeah. I guess we just play Slayers with the Samira and hope that she carries. Maybe we could go for like a 3-star of just a random unit that we have on our board right now. That's really all that we're looking for right now, plus denying his unit. So maybe if we see some Yones, we should probably grab some Yones. Oh no, Yuumi died right away before casting. That's a little unfortunate. Do we drop a game though? We have to beat him 2 more times, including this fight, but holy cow. Dude, this comp stabilizes like way too hard. And then with this Samira late game, she didn't actually do that much damage. She did 3,000. That's honestly not too much. All right, so roll down here. Let's see what we hit. We get a Zillion. We don't really need Zillion. I guess he's better than Janna if we get him to 2-star. Janna shields are pretty useful. Nothing here. And yeah, I guess just roll down as much as possible. Try to get some 3-stars for fun. Maybe we get 3-star Samira. I doubt it'll happen, but you know, you go for it. Maybe a 3-star Olaf. I doubt it, but again, maybe it could happen. Like the game's ending anyway, so I'm just rolling down for fun. And we don't get anything, so that's fine there. This guy got... yeah, I don't think he made... Oh, he got Yone too. Oh, shoot. Maybe I should have rolled harder to deny Yone. It's okay, it's okay. All right, so Tristana, does she do the work here? She's actually dying. Do we lose this because of that? Okay, we actually lost the game. So we finally lose a game after, what, like a 16-game win streak or something like that? I didn't see the number beforehand. Now we're into the neutral round. We have, what item is that? A hat? Who do we even put hat on? I guess like Teemo or Zillion. Maybe even Sivir, she gives more attack speed. Who knows? Maybe that does something. He got a Rage Blade, so we both got pretty whatever items. All right, so I guess we rolled down for Olaf 3. There's Zillion 2 is really good too. But apart from that, we're not really doing too much right now. Yeah, maybe Zillion gets this so that people get more health when they revive and they get more attack speed, I think is what he gives when they revive. And yeah, let's put the training dummy in front. Actually, we need to make sure our Yuumi casts. So we want to make it so that she doesn't get hit by the Callista right away, because I think that's what's been stopping us. So if we put the training dummy to the top left, Callista will target the training dummy instead of Yuumi, and maybe she'll get her cast off now. Oh no, she got CC'd. See, she's dying mid-flight before she gets a Tristana, but Tristana actually almost died here. That's why Handed Justice is a really good item, because you're able to get, what's it called, a lot of healing on her sometimes whenever she gets targeted like that. So maybe I have to figure out a way to make it so that the team in the backline doesn't die as quickly. This is, again, why you want, like, one more locket. One more locket would have helped so much there. We almost have Olaf 3. Not that it does anything, but maybe it's, like, what other upgrades am I honestly going for, you know? Sell the Samiras. Keep rolling. Don't see anything. Yeah, there's just no more upgrades to our board right now. Maybe we could have tried to play Sejuani Aatrox, but the thing is, he has so many Last Whispers that I don't really think it does that much. Like, look, he has one Last Whisper and a Yone, so honestly, the magic resistances aren't going to be doing too much. Okay, our Yuumi got kicked off the board, but our Tristana didn't get targeted this time. I think it's because we put our Yuumi up front, and we're able to win because of that. So that's nice there. I'm not really too sure what else we could have done to try to force the win in terms of positioning, but able to get the win there, so that's a first place. Let's see how much LP we get. And we get, I can't read this. We got promoted to gold 2, though, so that's good there. So let's get into the 5th game, and yeah, 3 more games to go until we hit diamond. All right, now we are into game 5. We are 54 LP in gold 2, so we are almost there. Again, we are only playing one comp right now, and that is the Sharpshooter Spirit build with Tristana carry and Diana carry. We get a Rod here. Rod or Glove is the best, and let me know what you guys think about this format. I'm showing like every game that we are using to climb, because a lot of people they're saying before in my other like how to get to whatever videos, they're like, oh man, you only showed like the high roll games. So right now we're showing all the games. So let me know if this format's better or worse down in the comments below. And if you are new, like and subscribe. And if you haven't already, check out all the other links in the description after you watch the video for socials, website, and all that other stuff. So we get Spirit Diana here. We're just going to cop that right away because, I mean, any Spirit chosen is workable, and almost any Sharpshooter is good too. So we end up getting a sword here and nothing else in the units. So we'll just skip ahead. And then for this other one, we get a bunch of units. All right, so we get a Teemo. That's Spirit. We get another Diana here. We get a Nidalee. So it's probably Teemo, Nidalee, and the chosen Diana. That'll be our comp for now, and just chill from there. We can't make interest, so whatever. Unlucky. I'm going to drop the Rod on Diana because we're probably getting Diana 3 this game because we have 4 of them already. All right, so we're facing a dude with Morello, Tristana, and a Nasus. By the way, Morello Tristana is really, really good. So if you ever slam Morello early game, she's probably one of the best item holders for it. Think about it in like, if you guys played set 1, do you guys remember like, what was it called? Gunslingers, and you had like red buff Gunslinger Tristana. It's pretty much the same thing as that, except you have Morello now on this Sharpshooter Tristana. It applies like the % health debuff to everyone. Okay, and we get a Tristana here. We get a Teemo. Not too much else though, so we'll just kind of leave it at that. We can't make interest, so first world problem. We like found too much stuff that we can't make any interest. Also, again, losing these first few rounds, it really doesn't matter. Like, lose streaking is expected whenever you play this build because you don't really power spike till much later. But as you guys can see, like when we hit the power spikes, we're pretty much unstoppable. We went on like a 15, 16. I don't even remember how long the last win streak was. If you guys know like what your longest win streak was, let me know down in the comments as well, because I'm kind of curious. It's like, obviously if you get a perfect game, like 100 health the whole game, you're win streaking the whole time, but you might kill everyone too quickly if that's the case. I don't really know the math on it of what like technically the longest win streak could be, but maybe someone could do the math on that as well. We get a Tristana here. We are level 4. We don't have a Yuumi or Kindred, so we can't play 4 Spirit, so we'll just drop another Sharpshooter in. This guy's level 5. He's level 5 on 2-3. Man, what's he doing? We want to take small losses, but he's probably going to 5-0 us, so we're going to take 10 life here for what I think is like no reason. Oh, actually, we killed a unit. Not bad, not bad. All right, so it's a 4-unit loss, but why is he level 5 at this point in the game with like so much gold on his bench? And he completed an item. So that guy... Let's keep an eye on that guy because he's probably going to have a good game because of that. All right, so we have a Sivir with a glove on her. Glove's probably going to be good. We also want a chain vest for a locket. So there's a 3-cost chain vest on the Shyvana, so we could grab that, build a locket right away. It'll save us some health early. All right, so Lucky Lantern, we get a loaded dice, which is incredible for this comp, by the way, especially if you get it early. It's normally like, if you get loaded dice in stage 2 or stage 3, that's the best thing that can happen for this comp. If you get it on stage 4, that's the worst thing that can happen on this comp. Reason why is because on stage 4 or 5, you already hit your entire composition. So if a loaded dice drops, that means everyone else can hit their entire composition. So it's actually bad if you get a loaded dice on stage 4, but stage 2 and stage 3, it's like the best thing that can happen to this comp, because you could hit your power spike really early, and it almost like guarantees that you hit 3-star Tristana and Diana. Almost guarantee. It's nothing's ever like a true guarantee when randomness is involved, but it's almost one. And unlucky, we lose here, or sorry, we win here, so we lose the lose streak that we had. So that costs us a ton of gold. At least we get a Tristana too. We haven't seen any more Diana since we got the first 4 on like the first turn pretty much. So a little unlucky there, but maybe we'll get it later. All right, so we're against a cultist guy. Man, this guy looks pretty weak in my opinion. I mean, we're not that strong either. We're running 2 synergies. We have a locket. That's the only thing that's really going for us right now. Do we even want to lose this? We probably... Well, we don't want to lose by this much. We want to lose by maybe like 2 units, not 3 units. Are we able to kill that guy? Wait, are we winning this game? Okay, maybe we win. Maybe winning's good because... Oh, wait, no, we lost by... Okay, lost by 1 unit. Not the end of the world, you know. Again, we have the loaded dice, so that's really good. We get another Tristana here. So we'll just buy that and kind of chill. So off these golems, let's see what we get. We get another glove. Okay, that's nice. Okay, nice. We hate spatula. We love Nico, so that's incredible that we just got that. And we got a Yumi. All right, so we can play 4 Spirit now. That's perfect. So drop her in over the other Teemo. And do we build the IE right away? I think we do because I guess we could use the sword for other stuff. It's glove on Tristana for sure, though. Maybe we hold off on the sword. Like, we could get perfect items because we're going to be first pick on every carousel. So I guess we could just kind of chill because I expect to lose the rest of these rounds until carousel just because we don't have any good items yet. And IE, it's not that great, honestly. I'd rather have like more Handed Justices. I'd rather have Last Whispers or like a Quicksilver. And Sword can always build, what's that item called? Zeke's Herald, which is really nice if you ever get a belt because belt is like useless otherwise. So normally I try to save my swords for belts and just build like the team items. All right, so nothing here. We could start rolling though, just because we're above 50 gold. We get a Kindred. Kindred's not really useful because we're running spirits or 4 spirit chosen already. So we could sell her. I guess we could play her for a round. Nah, Teemo's probably better because he's sharpshooter. So we got 1 more Diana. This is not a good spot to be in. We have so few Tristanas and Dianas. We have 4 Tristanas and 5 Dianas. This is fine if you're on stage 3-1, but on stage 3-2, it's a little behind what you normally are at. What's this guy running? He's got Jeweled Gauntlet Wukong. You know, Jeweled Gauntlet doesn't really do anything for him. That's because his spell, I think it already critically strikes, so you don't actually need the Jeweled Gauntlet to get like even more power on him. Do we win this one? He's got a Braum. I'm assuming he's running like Vanguards or something. He doesn't have enough damage for Yumi, so we actually do win. So we're kind of like win, lose, win, lose, win, lose these past couple of rounds. Not the end of the world because we saved life. But we do want to, maybe we could start a win streak from here. So we get a Diana 2-star. That's nice. We'll drop her in over the extra Teemo. We roll down. We hit another Teemo. That's perfect because we get 2-star Teemo. We get a Yumi. So we're hitting everything except the Tristana. Unfortunately, Tristana is the most important unit. So do with that information as you will. All right, this guy's Sivir. He's got a Morello on his Nasus. But he's full 1-star board, so we should win this one even though he's level 6. Because he has no upgrades except for Nasus, who's chosen. So yeah, we make quick work of that. So maybe we could start a win streak. You know, normally you lose these rounds, but since we're in gold right now, so we could get away with a little bit of a weaker board than what we normally have. Whenever I play this comp on my main account, I'm always at like 30 life by the time I get to Wolf Camp. But instead, we're at 74 right now. Lowest we can be is probably like 50. So the item that we want here, probably Negatron. But do we want a 1-cost Negatron? That is the question. Yeah, I guess we take the 1-cost Negatron, build a QSS. QSS is 100% necessary, but like 1 gold when we're a reroll comp is honestly really, really bad. So, but we do need to build a glove item. That's the issue. So like there weren't any tiers either, I don't think. So yeah, just slap the other glove on Tristana and go from there. There was some bows, but they were taken by other players, so unlucky there. We get a Nidalee 2. We need her for later for 4 sharpshooter. And we could keep rolling here. Ooh, there's another Diana. We are one off. Bramble Vest. That's probably pretty good against us. He also has an RFC Shyvana. So he's probably going some sort of brawler build, but he's running Fortune in the meantime because he's got Tom Kench out. I'm assuming he's chosen Fortune. Then he's got some Elderwoods too. He's probably just playing all sorts of stuff right now. He probably is waiting for what items he gets on his cash out, if I could imagine. Because he is 46 life, so he probably is on a big lose streak with Fortune, if I could guess, you know. But we're able to win this one, get up to 50 gold. Perfect for us. And so let's roll some more here. You know the name of the game already. It's always about rolling. We get Diana 3. That's nice. We are 3 off Tristana. And then after that, we're going to do a massive power level. Oh, we also have Janna there, so we could run Mystic for this round. Okay, so this guy, he's got GA Rageblade Bow. That's a weird combo. I wonder what, is he going for Kale or something? He's going for RFC, Rageblade, GA. The problem with doing that type of build where you have both RFC and GA, or like RFC and QSS on Kale, is that it's actually not that good unless you have both Chalices and Zeeks for your Kale. If not, she just doesn't do enough damage. So it's kind of like, Kale's actually a pretty hard composition. It's maybe one of the harder ones of this patch right now because you need either like full damage items on Kale or like all the support items and all the defensive items on Kale. Like the defensive items are like technically the best in slot. Like best in slot is probably Quicksilver Sash, Rapid Fire Cannon, and Rageblade, but you only are able to use those items if you have like at least 2 Zeeks or Chalices, because again, if not, she's just not going to do enough damage. And yeah, you just really need it. So we have to find a time to dice for this Tristana here. I accidentally level up. Don't ask me why. Like mistakes happen. So there's a Tristana. So I think we just loaded dice here because we're just looking for one more. Always do it on Teemo. And we don't get Tristana. All right, so I guess we roll for this Tristana then, because dang, the loaded dice was kind of useless for us. It almost saved us a ton of gold, but almost is not enough. So I guess we just don't get what do you call it there? A thingy. So I want to build Zeeks on Sivir, and Sivir's not on the board right now. We put her in at level 6, but we could put her in over this Janna just because she's going to be holding the Zeeks for us. And then on the next carousels, it's going to be pretty easy. We just want a Rod for Lockets because we have 2 Chain Vests, and that's just going to be the best item for that. We're able to beat this guy, though, so that's nice. All right, there's Tristana. It took her long enough, you know, because, again, we, like, used loaded dice, and we just didn't find it at level 5. But yeah, now we're able to get the big power spike. 4 Spirit, 4 Sharpshooter. That's always exactly what you're looking for because everything else is just like, it's just not as good, you know? Like that's why level 6 is so important. If you are having trouble finding all your units, sometimes what you can do is just level up to level 6 anyways before you hit all of them, just so you don't lose too much health. But since we're at 74 health, we haven't had to use that strategy in this particular game. So that's like one good news for us. Let's see how we do here. We actually destroy him. Like, as you guys can see, like 5-game win streak, and then we hit the Tristana 3-star. Like, this comp just stabilizes so hard. No one in, like, low elo can, like, handle this pretty much. Essentially, if you're, like, below Masters, you could just tunnel certain builds. Like, even above Masters, you could tunnel certain builds if you're, like, really practiced on it and just, like, smash everyone from there. As long as you, like, are comfortable with the comp, you know every item combination, and you know every unit combination. So, for example, when you're playing this build, you need to know what to do when you have Sharpshooter chosen, when you have Dragon Soul chosen, when you have Spirit chosen, and you have to know when to give up on certain units. Like, for example, last game, not this game, but the game beforehand, like, I made a big mistake. I should have gave up on Tristana and went for Sivir instead. Luckily, we were able to still hit it, but we would have won also if we went for Sivir 3-star, and, like, we probably would have had a higher chance to do so. If we're facing better players, we might have gotten punished last game, but we didn't get punished, so that's good. We pick up a Rod here. Perfect item for us because we want as many lockets as possible. All right, so we sell her, drop this on Diana, of course, and yeah, our team's pretty much set. We just need to level up, drop in the Janna, and then decide what to put in at level 8 or 9, whatever counters other people. But yeah, we'll level up here, keep the win streak going. It's a pretty big power spike, and we only lose 3 interest for that level up, which honestly isn't that much. What's this guy playing? He's level 8, 50 gold, so it's good that we play him now because he's about to power spike so hard on 5-1. Oh, this was a fortune player. That's why he has so many. Look at all the Thieves Gloves that he had. He has like 5 Thieves Gloves or whatever. He must have gotten the 8 Lost Streak cash out, which is 5 Thieves Gloves. It's one of the worst ones to get. So that's a little unlucky on his part. It used to be better. Earlier in the set, the Thieves Gloves cash out was actually pretty good because a lot of units, they didn't require perfect items. But right now in this meta, because of Chosen mechanic, people really figured out how to optimize the way they play. You really just need perfect items for whatever comp you go for. And if you have a bunch of Thieves Gloves, like that's just not perfect items. And like the support units don't really do anything either in this set. Hopefully they change that for next set because support units, like I feel like they're pretty good for the game. We get another Chain Vest and a tier. I guess we're building Frozen Heart again or Bramble Vest. They're both fine. Like, honestly, it depends on what our opponents have. If there are a lot of Kales, maybe you go for the Bramble Vest. If there are more of, like, people without Quicksilver, you go for Frozen Heart. I probably should be scouting here to figure out which item to build. And yeah, that's exactly what I do now. There's a Nico, there's a Sivir, there's a Asol, Callista, or no, that's a Kale player. 2 Callista players. I think, yeah, maybe Frozen Heart because there's only 1 Quicksilver that I saw. Bramble is good against the Aurelion, though. I don't really think the item choice matters that much, but against this guy, look at this Frozen Heart value. It's on his Callista, and she just has slower attack speed for the rest of the game, which is incredible. Well, not for the rest of the game, but for however long Diana lives, which is, well, in this case, it's the whole game, but other times, sometimes she dies. We are 1 off Teemo. We are 4 off of Sivir, so we're pretty close to getting an even stronger team. We could put like random other damage items on Teemo if we don't get a good Tristana item here. So we get like a Spirit Shojin on this carousel, we could drop that on Teemo. That's a really good item to put on him. But I'm going to stay level 7 because we're only 1 off Teemo. And yeah, we could drop in an Ornn. We could be greedy. We're at 74 health, so Ornn, never play him if you are low health. So only play him if you are winning or like 74 health like I am here, because that means I can get at least 1 Ornn item off of him. Whereas if I'm like 9 health or 20 health like the guys down here, you're not going to be able to live until you get the Ornn item. So you never want to play him if you are very low in the game. But we're able to be greedy here because we are high. So able to kill him here, which is nice. So knock him out of the game. That gives a lot of sharpshooters back into the pool because he was playing Sharpies. So maybe we could get Sivir 3 as well. So we're 66 gold. Let's keep rolling down because, again, we're only 1 off Teemo. And if we hit a bunch of Sivirs here, I'm not going to complain either. But, man, we are rolling a ton for this Teemo and we're just not hitting. That's honestly unlucky. You know, sometimes that just happens, right? This guy shrouded us and he has a Zephyr for Teemo. So that's not the end of the world. We also have a Nico. We could use Nico on someone. Wait, did we have Nico from a long time ago? Maybe we should have just Nico Teemo. I'll be honest, like, I must have forgotten about Nico this game because I would have saved like 40 gold if I just Nico Teemo and went level 8 and then level 9. So that's probably a big mistake on my part then. I probably just, while I was playing the game, I probably just forgot about Nico on my bench. Sometimes that happens. Maybe I should go back to see when I had the Nico. So here I could go like Runon's Chalice or Zephyr. They're all pretty good. Yeah, probably the Runon's because we need a 3rd Tristana item. Even though Runon's isn't like optimal, it's still better than nothing. So let's do a couple more roll downs here. Runon's on the Tristana. We're 2 off of Ornn items. Yeah, I probably should just use a Nico. We hit the Teemo there. Maybe I wanted to save the Nico for Sivir. Maybe I was playing extra greedy because we're also going for Sivir 3 if we were rolling down on level 7. But maybe that's a little too greedy. We should find a time to level up to 8, put in Janna, because Janna Mystic is going to be good against the Aurelion Soul player and the Kale players. And I think there are like 2 of them. They might have gotten knocked out, but we'll see in this moment. How is this guy still in the game? He got 4th place with very awful Nico items. And no 3-star Nico, no 3-star Nautilus. He's got a 3-star Braum. That's like the only thing going for him. How did he make it this far into the game? I'm really wondering. Because he got 4th place, and there are some other pretty strong boards there, but maybe he got lucky matchmaking RNG. Sometimes, like, your board sucks, but you get good matchmaking, and you're able to pull out some wins that way. Holy cow, this guy got Chosen Lee Sin with RFC, Blue Buff, and QSS. That is a deadly item combination. Like, he's just going to kick everyone off the board. Blue Buff Lee Sin's probably one of the most broken things in the game right now. if you guys didn't know. Oh, this is the guy that we talked about early game. Idil, I don't know how to say his name, but remember he got the great start early game. He was level 5 on stage 2-3 with like a ton of gold on his bench still. So it's no surprise that he made it to level 9 with like a full legendary board. We get Randuin's Omen, unlucky, not a good item in this comp, but we'll slap it on Sivir for now. Luden's Echo from the neutral round, that's not good either. We'll put it on Teemo. It's not horrible. It's just not very good. But we'll level up, put in Janna. Janna's Mystic, so that's going to be a decent spike. We could keep Ornn in because we're 74 life. And I guess we roll because we want Sivir 3 and Yuumi 3. And once we finish the Ornn item, we could go level 9, play 4 Mystic or 2 Vanguards, depending on what we're facing. All right, so this guy is... Holy cow, that Annie is huge. He's got level 2 Swain as well. We don't have Giant Slayer. And he's got 2 Bramble Vests against us, which is really, really good. Are we able to complete it, though? We're not hitting A-Soul with our Tristana, so yeah, I think we lose that one. Man, our win streak is over. But you guys see, again, like how hard this comp stabilizes. We got unlucky on the Ornn item, so if we get a better item for next time, like, we very well could have won that game also. We also spent a lot of gold rolling for Teemo and Sivir, and we just didn't really hit them. And it's probably my fault for not using the Nikos earlier, because, again, like, I must have just forgotten or was like super greedy because we were 74 life. But had I used it, I could have been level 9 right now and probably play like a random level 2 legendary. Like Lee Sin level 2 is super good against 3-star Annie and 2-star Swain because I don't really need to explain that, do I? Like their whole tankiness just doesn't matter because we'll just kick them off the board. And even my Diana's dying really, really quickly. I think we lose against this guy. We have to hope that the other person knocks him out, I guess. Even though we got an incredible start to this game, we kind of like fizzled off in stage 5 because like we just wasted so much gold. But we're rolling down now. We're going to use our Nico here most likely. And I hope the other guy deals like a tiny bit more damage to him. We get the Samira, which is nice. Maybe that's another way to beat him. But no, we don't really hit too much on our roll downs here. Oh, there's another Sivir. But we're 1 off Yuumi, 1 off Sivir, 1 off Zilean, so I don't want to use the Nico quite yet. I want to hit one more thing and then maybe Nico after that if I get desperate. We also have one more Ornn item coming. Wait, this guy has Ornn 2-star, but maybe we knock him out. A lot of Swain players in this game. 2 level 2 Swains in this. Very powerful stuff. This guy's like full legendary. Are we getting 3rd place this game? Holy cow, we actually might get 3rd because we are 27 life now. We used to be at 74, then we lost like 3 times in a row. And then we lost 50 health in that time frame. Maybe it's Giant Slayer. I just don't have the best holder for it. Maybe it's a Zeke's. No, it has to be Giant Slayer, right? Too many 2-star legendaries. I think I just slapped this on Sivir. I think Sivir does more damage than Teemo. But yeah, level up there. And then, but yeah, sell that there and roll down for the rest of these guys. There's the Yuumi. I sold Ornn because we don't have time to wait for him right now. I just threw in a random set because set's really good against those players. And why am I not using Nico here? All right, maybe I'm looking for set 2 or something like that. I really need to use Nico's. Hopefully, okay, yeah, I use it on Sivir. I was probably looking for set 2 or something, and then put the Giant Slayer on her. Hopefully this is enough because this game's looking a little questionable. I guess Chain Vest on, yeah, set. All right, if Sivir 3 doesn't help us beat him, then we're just screwed, you know? Then we're just getting 3rd place and not much else we can do there. Maybe the other person knocks him out. That could be another way to win. We do have the Giant Slayer this time, but Sivir just insta-died. Holy cow. Yeah, this guy just says he reached too big of a late game, and we're not level 9. If we went for level 9, we probably could have won, because... Oh, wait, maybe we... No way, right? Okay, we got 2nd. He knocked the other guy out. You know what? 2nd's good enough, you know? So maybe if we were able to get Samira 2-star with good items, that could work as well. I kind of repositioned so that his Aurelion Soul doesn't hit my Tristana on the first ult, so I put Zilean in the corner and put my carries in the center. Maybe this helps, maybe it doesn't, because again, he has 2 Bramble Vests, and he's just so incredibly strong. Yeah, there's just nothing we could do against this guy. You know, it happens. Like, we made some misplays, so we don't deserve to win the game, honestly. And he's just super, super strong. I mean, he's the guy who... But he's got so many Thieves' Gloves as well. Did he also do like a Fortune game? We get a RFC here. RFC's useless. It would be great on Sivir, but we're full item on Sivir. So I'm just going to roll down, hopefully get set 2. Set 2 is going to be really good against this guy because he's got a lot of big bombs in the center, but we just don't end up hitting him here. It's too hard. All right, so I repositioned a little bit. I put Samira with RFC in the corner. Maybe I should have kept Zillion in the corner. And then I second rowed everyone so we don't have to walk up as much. But I don't think it's enough. Yeah, he has like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, he has so many Thieves Gloves. He must have been the Fortune player. I think there are 2 Fortune players then. Are we able? Is Set able to do it? No, there's no way, right? He's about to hit Acel 3-star as well. All right, so second place, not bad, not bad. Considering there are 2 Fortune players in our game, I think it's pretty hard to beat that because he got a 8 loss cash out, which is maybe there's only 1 Fortune player, but like if they hit, you can't beat them. So what rank do we get? We got up to gold 1. All right, so we probably need like 1 or 2 more games to get there. So yeah, that was game 5, I think. Let's go into game 6. What's up, guys? We are on game 6. We are at gold 1. I think like 10 LP, somewhere around there. So I'll probably need to win the next 2 games to get to, what is it, platinum? And this game was a little interesting. You guys saw already. We got spatulas for everyone. Apparently, it's only 1 in 100 that you get this game. I've probably gotten this game 5 times this set. And I probably played like maybe 200 games. So it's been a popular occurrence, at least for me. But the statistics say 1 out of 100. But yeah, we're just gonna keep doing more Tristana. So we see a Tristana and a Diana. Honestly, spatula is like the worst thing you can get in this composition because you don't really use spatula apart from Dragon Soul. But Dragon Soul spatula isn't even that good. So kind of like the worst possible thing to have on your team, if you ask me. But, you know, whatever, it happens. Like, some people want to know how to play if you get terrible items, and I guess this would be one of them so far because we have, I mean, a spatula. You just never want that when you play this. So here, not much to buy. We don't have any spirits or sharpshooters. We get some gold there. Nothing from that, and 1 more item. Oh, no items. We just get a lot of gold. So we sell, get to 10, and yeah, I guess we just do full eco because not much else to do. We get a Diana here, so we'll just hold on to that. We play Zed for a turn. Maybe we should have played Zed for a turn and try to kill 1 unit. Maybe Zed Diana could kill someone with Wukong in the front. And yeah, I swap out my team. I buy the 2 Zeds, drop them in, put the sword on Zed. I'm trying to guess which side people are on, left or right. So you need to scout for that, because if they all jump to 1 unit in the back, there's a very high chance you'll kill 1 unit, which honestly is all you can ask for. Unfortunately, here we barely miss a kill on the Annie, and yeah, we take we take 8 damage right off the bat. So whenever you play this comp, as you guys have seen in the previous game already, you just want to try to preserve your life total as much as possible in the early game. So that just means killing as many units as you can early, but like, you know, you're not going to win, so don't even try to win, you know? So here we can make 20 gold though, so I'm going to sell everything and just drop whatever in. So double Diana might work because they might hit like a 1-star in the back line. And apart from that, maybe like a Maokai just to tank, you know? Not much else you could do there. I think I make a mistake. Maybe I should sell Maokai and Wukong to buy the Jax, because Jax is a pretty good tank in the early game. And you saw me do a quick scout there. I just want to see who's on the left, who's on the right. I thought more people were on the right, so I stayed there. And we face a full melee team. So unlucky, we're going to lose this. Yeah, we got 3-0'd. Not fun. All right, so it is a new turn. We get a Tristana and a Teemo, so we'll just drop those 2 in right now. Probably put Diana in for Spirit. And yeah, we're just going to keep these guys up here. Maybe we play like... Yeah, Tahm Kench is probably tankier than Maokai. Maybe we kill a unit. Whoever Tahm Kench, Teemo, and Tristana focuses, maybe we pick them off. We don't have any 2-stars, so it's like, it's very hard to play this game. Like, we got a kill somehow here. We got actually 2 kills because we're facing a Galio player and we didn't end up focusing Galio. Dare I say we even get 3 kills? No, not a chance. Close enough though, you know? So we're heading on to the carousel. We have a sword and a spatula, so probably I want spatula the most just so I can build a force of nature and forget that this item ever existed. But if not, we need to get some gloves or some rods to build lockets or Tristana items. And we get both options here. I think I opt for the glove because I think glove is just super important because I like a lot of Tristana items, whereas lockets, you kind of just need 2 of them. And like one of them you could kind of still pass with as well. So new shop, nothing here. So we're just going to sell our whole board and make econ. So actually, no, we can't. We're only at 38 if we sell the left side. So I guess we just pass. So we are against another assassin player. So yeah, it's just go next. We took a 4-unit loss. We are at 74 life. This chosen is a no good. And we don't have any 2-stars. No Tristanas, no Chosens yet. It's not a good start. At least, like, I'm looking around here, and we're not that contested. So maybe we could still pull this off because of that fact alone. So we took a 4-unit loss. But you guys remember what I said in the beginning. It's like, like, this comp got nerfed, right? So that means people might be less likely to play it. So a lot of other games, you might be able to go uncontested. All right, so we get a Nidalee here. So it's a little scary right now because you have to beat the Krugs in order to get items from them. So I have to choose my next plays very carefully. So Sharpshooter honestly isn't that great of a trade. Vanguard's pretty good against these guys. So I'm going to take out the Tristana and put in Teemo and Diana instead of the Tristana. The reason why Sharpshooter isn't good against the Golems is because they heal and you want to focus them one at a time. So that's why I do the Diana and Tristana combo. Hopefully they cast to get the spirit buff on people. And Vanguards are honestly a very solid frontline against this, so as long as you have like any bit of damage, and we also have no items here because the spatula dropped, so it's just like a very unfortunate game where it's like actually pretty difficult to beat these guys, as you guys can see already. But we get a bow, that's probably a Last Whisper, and I'm pretty happy about that. But yeah, it's taking us really long. Luckily, we got Vanguards because Vanguards are super, super good against this. Rod's really good as well because, you know, we want lockets, and there it is. There is a Spirit Diana. I'm going to buy that right away, sell those 2 bozos on my board and play her. And we got 68 gold, so we can roll a lot of times at level 4, which is honestly very huge. So I see a Diana, I see another Teemo, and then I also see a Sivir. I want one more spirit unit and more Tristanas, obviously, because this comp is a Tristana comp, but we don't get to hit any of that. I'm honestly actually going to put Nico in right now. Not Nico. Why do I keep saying Nico? Nidalee in right now. But looking at these items, it's probably a Last Whisper and chill after that. And then on the carousel, we'll probably take a Locket, I'm guessing, if we're able to. Because sometimes the carousels troll you, and you could get like really item screwed. Oh man, that Nasus lived with like barely any HP from both his Siphoner and the Yuumi heal. Actually, he doesn't have Siphoner, so it's literally just a Yuumi heal. But oh man, that kill would have been very helpful, save us a lot more life. Dare I say even win this fight if we killed him early enough. All right, new shop. We do get a Kindred, so that means we could run 4 Spirit, which is a very big power spike because I guess we could run 4 Sharps as well. Could I have ran that last game? I think I could have run that last round, so that's actually my bad. I should have ran what I have here last round. But we can roll a bit here because we're at 60 gold. We see another Kindred, see another Diana, so that's pretty nice, and another Diana there. Ooh. Lots of Dianas, not too many Tristanas. But yeah, build the Last Whisper for sure because I'm not going any other item with that. Maybe we get a loaded dice on this after the carousel from a Lucky Lantern. That's really the only thing that will bail us out of having this garbage, like, no Tristana game. And maybe we could stabilize with a Locket plus a Lucky Lantern after this carousel. But we're still losing pretty hard, like 3-unit loss. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not the best thing in the world, though, at the same time. And we are pretty low. We're at 50 life. It's only 3-2. We're not even at Wolf Camp, so this might be one of those, like, 20 health games. Pick up a Tristana there. That's really nice. We get a Yuumi, which is great for 4 Spirit. And another Tristana there. We're going to keep rolling. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. We could sell the Kindred, so I'm going to keep rolling. Reason why we can sell Kindred is because we have the Chosen for the Spirits, is what they're called. Should I take out Nidalee to put in the Yuumi for 4 Spirit? 4 Spirit might be a little better. Because my Tristana, she has 1 item, but it's nothing too crazy, you know? Yeah, maybe I should have done 4 Spirit here instead of the 4 Sharpshooter. I mean, they're both pretty good power spikes, but like, it depends who you have 2-starred, and we have a 2-star. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know. I guess Yumi's 1-starred, but Nidalee's kind of bad, right? I don't know. It's too hard to say. At least we won a round though, so we could stay at 50 life, go into the carousel first pick. And let's see what we have. We need a chain vest. There's a Sivir with a chain. So I think we go for that. And yep, we grab it right away. ASAP, we get a locket now. We're about to get Diana 3-star. We're about to get Diana 3-star, so that's like even better that we get it there. No Lucky Lantern this game. We see a Sivir, so we'll sell Janna, buy that. Keep rolling down. Okay, there's a Tristana. You know, we're honestly, like, I'd prefer to hit Diana really quickly. But at least we're seeing other Tristanas, which is better than nothing, you know? So I'll probably sell this Nidalee to hit this Tristana. There's also a Yuumi that I could buy too. So if we win the round, we could buy the Yuumi. This guy's running Cultists. Is he at 6 Cultists? No, he's at, I think, 3 Cultists. So not too bad then. I think we could beat him here. And yeah, the 4 Sharpshooter. What a fun trait to play with, you know? They just kind of kill everything. Honestly, like, these boards we're facing, they're pretty weak. We're getting away with murder staying at 50 life. But, you know, that's how the game goes sometimes. So we're at 61. We do want to keep rolling. And yeah, just do that now. We find a Teemo. That's very unlucky because I want to collect Teemos, but I kind of want to keep like everything on my bench still too. So I'm going to skip that. I get another Tristana there, and one more roll. We get a Yuumi too, so that's nice, and a Teemo. So I guess we just lose an interest here. And yeah, it's at this point where I probably should replace the Nidalee with the Yuumi because like 2-star Yuumi, you always want to be playing that. This guy's got Kale with a tier for some reason. I guess for Hand of Justice later. I don't know. That seems kind of weird to me because maybe he got this Kale from Carousel is what I'm guessing. Honestly, does he even want to play Kale that early? Because Kale does without items doesn't do anything. Same with Slayers. Slayers without items, they're pretty bad. With items, they're obviously incredibly good. But, you know, like without items, it's pretty much a troll. So this is very awkward. I get another Tristana here. Like, obviously, I'd love to get this Tristana, but I also want to get everything else. I want to hold on to the Teemos because Teemo 3 is a very real possibility. And it's kind of weird how the game works sometimes, you know? I got the Tristana 3-star before my Diana 3-star, even though I had like 8 Dianas at the start of the game. Sometimes the game just works like that. So we get a bow there. We get a Negatron. We get some gold. We get a Nico. And what's the last thing we get? It's a chain vest, so chain's going to be good for the next locket. Bow's going to be good for Tristana. Negatron's going to be good for Tristana. But let's keep rolling for this Diana. We are 1 off. We hit it right there, and we are going to be turbo win streaking now because we get the 4 Spirit, 4 Sharpshooter OP combo. I probably should have just Nico'd the Diana, I'll be honest with you guys. Like, a lot of games I forget I have Nico. You guys probably noticed that in the previous games. Like, sure, I could greed it, but in a way, it's greedy not to use it at the same time because, like, you could just turbo level up afterwards. So I scouted around. Giant Slayer seems pretty decent. And we are going to build the Quicksilver or the Locket with the next carousel. But yeah, I think there were some Warlord players, and that's why I was comfortable building the Giant Slayer. Also, we don't have time to build Zeke's because we need to get another Locket or a glove off this carousel. Sometimes, like, yeah, you want perfect items, but like, it's not in the cards sometimes. So it's like Giant Slayer, if it's semi-usable, I'm going to go ahead and take it. Right, so now on to the next round. Yeah, there's a Brawler player as well. So there's just like huge value from this Giant Slayer. It's actually incredible. So any game where there's like 3 or more people or like 2 or more people that is usable against, like if there are 3 or more people that it's usable against, you could slam it early game. If there are 2 or more people that it's useful against, you could slam it late game. And now it's kind of late game, so it's like, I felt like it was worth it because I have nothing else better to do with these items. Like, for crying out loud, I still have this spatula that I'm like needing to use. We hit a Shen there. We could use that for Mystic. And do we level up this turn? We could wait one more turn. Well, like, we're not losing any game now. So most people spike at 4-5 where they get like the 2-star 4-cost units. I mean, some people hit it at 4-1 too, but that's just like really lucky if they do. So most people spike on 4-5, so I'm not like that desperate to spike right now with the Shen. And I'll just do it next turn, get a clean level up going, get like one more turn of interest, and then go from there. All right, so on this carousel, we wanted Glove or to complete our Locket. We don't get either, so I grabbed the tier. Maybe we could build like a Chalice worst case scenario. Looking at the items again, what options did we have? I'm gonna actually pause it after our pick. So it's like the bow's taken, the sword's taken. So it's either belt, chain, or tier. Yeah, none of none of those are good. Maybe I could have gone bow. The thing is, like, third item, I'm not like building a runons, you know? I don't know. Or any sort of bow item. Because you really want the Quicksilver, but maybe I should have taken bow anyways, just in case. No Lucky Lantern this game, so no Reforges. At this point, since we hit everything, no Lucky Lantern's actually pretty good for us. Yeah, I'm not really too sure on the item. Like, they're all pretty terrible options, I'll be honest with you guys. So we're facing a Vanguard Mystic, and lucky for us, we counter that composition, so this is a pretty free win. And whenever you have Last Whisper up against this comp, it's like the easiest matchup ever. It doesn't matter if they have 3-star Nico, it doesn't matter if they have like 3-star Nautilus, because this Tristana just like kills everything with a Last Whisper. Or like Sivir if you're running Sivir. And like, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 units lived. He only killed one guy, which was the, I don't even know who it was, but a pretty effective win for us there. All right, so we get more Yumis. Is it like a Yumi 3 game again? Like, Yumi doesn't do much. I want Teemo 2, but I don't want to roll for him. I think it's better just to go like level 8, level 9 at this point. All right, so this guy's running Yumi, RFC, Rageblade, QSS. He really wants Kale, but just did not get it. He has like 2-star Shen, he's got 2-star Kindred, he's got a Lee Sin as well, but no Kale, so unlucky for him. He's probably gonna go 8th place, and that's one, I think that's like not good play by him because he's only level 7 and he's rolling to 0 for Kale. Kale is a 4-cost unit, you can't reliably hit it at level 7. So he might have wanted a different item holder is all I'm gonna say. We're at 83 gold. We are definitely going to be leveling up. Let's see what drops here. We get a Rod, which is perfect, and another Negatron. I guess we have to build Chalice, because none of that is really great. So we'll swap the Sivir in, slam a Chalice there, and like pray for other Tristana items later. Maybe Dragon Troll Tristana wouldn't have been so bad, but not my cup of tea. Do we just level up here because it's late game? Yeah, let's just level up. We could drop in an extra Spirit unit, get some like more attack speed. I opt to put in Teemo over the Yumi because Teemo's also a sharpshooter, so I might get like a big blind here. So yeah, Yumi hits my Tristana because of the way we're positioned, and we're just shredding through his team. I'm not sure if it's because of Giant Slayer. I'm not sure if it's because of Last Whisper. Probably a combination of both, to be honest. All right, so new shop. I think we just go level 9. Like, we haven't lost a single game since we hit. And that's one of the fun things about this composition. Like, when you hit, it's like you feel pretty much unstoppable. So if you are at like 30 life, it doesn't really matter sometimes because you're just going to win every game. I could use like an Ornn maybe for the late game. Maybe I should play this Sejuani over the extra Teemo. Yeah, I probably should have done that. That's probably better. But this is a brawler guy. We have Giant Slayer, free win there. We have a lot of free win matchups. Like 2 people Giant Slayer is really good against, and then we have the Vanguard Mystic guy, which Last Whisper is really good against. So we have like 3 free matchups this whole game. So that's probably why we're having such an easy time. Also, like the Kale players didn't hit, and I don't think anyone's playing Aurelion Soul this game either. I lied. This guy's playing Aurelion Soul, but he's not that strong because he has 1 Negatron or 1 Dragon Claw. He's actually going the mage build, so he's looking for Swain, I'm guessing. But is this enough to kill my Tristana? No, it is not, because we have double Locket. And that, my friends, is why you build the Locket, because we are still alive. Actually, dude, I lied. We are not still alive. We were almost still alive. Dude, that's what the Dragon Claw... Imagine if you had, like, another damage item. Like, we just die in the first shot and not even have a chance to kill him. Man, that was really close, though. I'll give it that. So here, we want a Tristana item. But Quicksilver is really the only one we need. And it's at this point, I'm scouting around again. I'm seeing how effective Giant Slayer is, and it's still pretty high value. So I could go for either that, Locket, or Runons, maybe even the Rageblade. But I think since like Giant Slayer has provided so much value for me so far already, I might as well just take another one because like a lot of people have a ton of health. And like Mage Cap, like Mage Swain is huge. Like this guy's playing Set and Brawlers. Vanguard Mystic, I think Sejuani makes a threshold. Yeah, Sejuani's 2,000 health with a Morello Nomicon. So it's like we have a ton of good targets with the Giant Slayer. So I'd prefer having a defensive item, but you can't always get what you want. Oh, just FYI, we are for sure going level 9 because We just have so much gold and like not much to roll for because we have everything upgraded already. So we're probably going to do like 4 Mystic level 9 because there's a lot of magic damage. Like there's this set here. There's the Aurelian player. And I forgot who the last guy was. Was it a Brawler player? I keep forgetting. But yeah, Giant Slayer just like makes such quick work of this guy because we have so many good targets to hit. And we have 2 Giant Slayers. So what Giant Slayer does, if someone's over 1750 health, you deal 90% bonus damage to them, and if they don't, you only deal 10%. So we essentially have like 180% bonus damage, which is absolutely nuts. Okay, so here's the Brawler guy. It's like, do we even need to like watch the rest of the games anymore? I don't even know because like he has a billion health, bajillion health, but like we just like kill everyone in like 10 autos maybe because the sharpshooter thing bounces and like we just deal so much damage to him. Like that Shyvana was full health with like a billion life and I think we like 3-shot her. And now he's out of the game. So, oh wait, no, 1 health. So we'll still have 1 free matchup then. I kind of hope he lives because I have a chance to face him again. So if he beats other people, that's going to be really nice. There's the Quicksilver. Unlucky. You know, we already put the last damage item on Tristana, but this one came a little late. We got 0 gloves this game. I lied. We got 1 for Last Whisper, but we kind of had to build the Last Whisper early game because it essentially would have been just like too greedy not to. We get a Nico there, so maybe we go for some juicy like 3 stars. But we'll level up here. I grabbed the Nico because I want to play, what's it called? For Mystic. So I'm going to keep rolling. I'm going to skip Shen because it's like late in the game now. And we play the 4 Mystic here. So that's good against the Mage player. That's good against the Set player. And also good against the Elderwood player because he has a lot of magic damage too. Who do we put this QSS on? Maybe Zillion so he gets his ult off more guaranteed. Maybe Teemo, maybe Sivir. I honestly don't really think it matters. But let's see how much damage this Aesol does to us. He also has Mage Swain that we're going to annihilate. He has Mage Elderwood Swain. That's actually kind of a cool combo. But we have Giant Slayer though, so I think we just, once we start targeting the Swain, it'll be really easy. Man, look at this. Our Tristana is actually living against the Aesol with the 4 Mystic, so that's really nice. We knock him out. I think this was the only guy who could beat us. He never reached his late game cap, so that's kind of fortunate for us. The rest of the guys, they're like, I mean, they're playing set, so we're going to destroy them. We counter the magic damage, and we counter his health pool. So there's not really too much of a competition. All right, so I am going to roll down here because they are going to 0 gold. Because they're at 1 life, so I'm going to do the same thing. I find a Samira. Azir might be useful, but I also have 2 Yumis. Not Yumis, 2 Nikos. Oh, we just hit Samira, guys. I'll grab the set because other people are looking for it. And we are very close to Teemo. Do I just double Nico it? There's a Sivir. I don't need Nidalee anymore. I probably should have double Teemo'd, right? Or double, not double Teemo, double Nico'd. But I think I was looking for the Nico and the Zillion as well. Unfortunate, we see so many Sivirs after selling it. So I think if we were able to get 1 more Teemo and 1 Zillion, we'll double Nico both of them. But we're at 43 lives, so I guess we didn't need to use double Nikos right away. Is Teemo 3 really going to do that much? Maybe he would. Maybe not, because is Blind that useful in this game? They don't really have like Sivir, for example, or like a Tryndamere. We do get smashed here, so we take a 4-unit loss. We're at 27 life now. We have 2 more lives left, so we have still slightly more breathing room. There's another Teemo. I'm going to roll down, try to look for the Zillion. And I guess we don't see it. So I think I could use 1 Nico on the Teemo. But that would be about it. Definitely save the other Nico for this Zillion, because Zillion 2-star is pretty big. Okay, so we're against the same guy again. Oh, it's a 1v1. The other guy got knocked out. Let's see if this fight ends up going a little differently. He's honestly really strong. Getting this item off of Nunu, it's so good because it just lowers my attack speed and I don't have a Quicksilver, so it's like really, really powerful against me. Don't tell me this guy beats us because he's just going to heal all the way up to full. And he kills my Tristana there. Holy cow. Man, Hand of Justice Xayah is still so broken. But yeah, there's a reason why they nerfed that Ornn item, because it's just completely busted. We get bailed out here. We get a Zephyr, so it's like we could just Zephyr whoever we want now and be chilling after that. I'm just going to do some emergency rolls right now. Honestly, did I skip Janna's this game? Because Janna's better than Nico. I must have skipped Janna's. I don't know. It's like you normally see more Janna's than this. I think I just Nico the Nico though now, right? Because this is the last fight. If I don't, I make a mistake. I definitely should be getting this Nico up. But I'm gonna try to Zephyr Cheese and place my Nico up front for that. But yeah, I definitely should have Nico'd my Nico because again, this is the last fight, so nothing else matters. And I get a great Zephyr there. I get the Set who's also in the backline, so maybe that's enough for us to win because Set honestly deals a ton of damage to my team. It's really the Xayah though. I don't know. They're both such good champions at cleaning up. It's honestly not even any of those champions. It's that item, the item that slows my attack speed because it's just impossible to play against. Do we live after this? Are we at 1 life? Ooh, we actually are at 1 life. Ooh. I thought we were for sure dead, so I guess we get one more chance. Now it's the last fight. I get 1 roll here. We get the Zillion. All right, so maybe not Nicoing Nico was the right play because we have Zillion 2 now. That's the only power spike we can get. He's looking for Nunu 3, but no avail there. So we want to try to get a good Zephyr in. Who do we even want to Zephyr? Is it like... Yeah, I don't even know. Like, this item is just way too broken. Eternal Winter, there's just no way to counteract that. But yeah, I'm gonna just do a frontline Zephyr. Maybe the shields in the front matter more because he doesn't hit my backline units. So I kind of wasted my lockets the past couple of fights. Maybe this fight it would have mattered though because he frontlined his Xayah. But if I target... Man, this slow on my Tristana is so insane. Maybe if I target the Xayah early, I have a chance. I don't know why he changed position when he won all the fights before with backline Xayah. So it's kind of interesting that he frontlines it. Honestly, personally, if you were to ask me in a vacuum, like which one's better, I think frontline Xayah would have been better against my team. But since he won with something in the past, like 3 games in a row or however much it was, I would have just kept the Xayah in the back. So we're able to win off of that, honestly. Like, I don't think we got a good Zephyr. And he had the Eternal Winter against us, which is like super huge. So we gained 69 LP. We're at 79 LP now. That means we just need to get like 3rd, maybe even a 4th or higher to get to gold. No, to get to platinum. So let's just dive into game 7. All right, we are here in the final game. We are 79 LP gold 1. So as per usual, we are going to go for either a glove or a rod on this carousel. We get an uncontested glove there, which is really nice. All right, so in the shop here, let's just pick up the Tristana. We could hold on to the Nidalee for now. We're probably going to end up selling her because she does have the glove. We want to swap that over, but we'll keep her for now just in case we need the Sharpshooter bonus. And let's see what items we get. We get a Negatron and a Chain. So not the best items, not the worst either, but let's see what drops here. A Tristana and a Diana. We'll, of course, pick that up, put everyone in, and kind of just chill from there. One thing to keep in mind, we never really take any of the early Chosen, so this Maokai... Even though he's like a decent early game Chosen in most cases, we're not going to take him because we really want to increase our chances for one of the Spirit Chosens or the Sharpshooter Chosens. And we get a Diana there, not Diana, a Teemo there. Really, really nice. We're going to slam the Quicksilver because we're for sure going to build that eventually. And it's not really going to help us win any rounds, unfortunately. But that's just how the game goes sometimes. So we are against someone who's also piss weak right now. And he's all level 1s. He's got a Yasuo though, which might be better than Diana. Sivir's better than Nidalee for sure, but I think we actually win this. Holy cow. Okay, nice. We win by like, maybe the Quicksilver did matter. I don't know if she got attacked by Yasuo. Maybe she dodged some attacks. Actually, no. Yasuo was attacking Teemo, so probably not. So I don't know. Probably a waste there. We kind of wanted to lose because we want to start a lose streak for this whole stage, but you know, it happens that you win sometimes. Like, we were really weak. He was really weak. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. All right, so we sold everything. We are at 10 gold. Well, we didn't sell everything, but we sold up to 10 interest. And now we're finding this guy. He is kind of the same team as before, except he's got an extra unit in. He's got a Nautilus in, so we're probably going to lose this one, which is fine. Like, he's really weak. I don't think he should have leveled up unless he built an item, because he's all 1-star without a Chosen, so he wasted a lot of gold leveling up. I don't like that play from him at all. Normally, when I level up, I am going to... try to win streak, and that means I have a bunch of upgrades. I have a few key items, but he doesn't have any of that. We're in a bit of a weird spot. We see this Diana here, but it is Assassin Diana. Do not take Assassin Diana because it's frankly just not good enough. Oh no, this guy has a Chosen Tristana. Okay, so we're going to be contested this game. A little unfortunate, but you know, it's going to happen in some of your games too, so you just got to persevere through it, and there are ways to play around it. So if you are going to, even if you are contested, if you play better than the other guy, you will most likely place better than him, even if he gets super lucky. So on this carousel, we have, I think, a chain vest. So we want a rod, build a locket right there. Nothing too complicated here. You could also take an extra glove. Gloves is going to be great for later in the game, but in order to stabilize in stage 3 or try to avoid losing by too many units, slamming the locket early is really, really helpful. So on this, we get a sword and an item remover. So not the most helpful. Sword isn't that great in this comp. It is definitely usable for things like Zeke's Herald, but nothing too crazy there. All right, so this guy's got Cultist, I'm assuming. Yeah, he's got Cultist chosen. No keepers for him, so that's good news for us. I don't know if we're actually gonna kill maybe 2 units here, which is super good because, I mean, he's level 4, so he hasn't leveled up aggressively. Okay, I guess we can't kill 2 units. Cultists are too powerful for us. We don't have an actual damage item, so it's actually really difficult to pick off some units here. In this next shop, nothing here. So this is a pretty bad start. No Chosen, no 2 stars. And we do have like okay health. Like 82 health is okay, but that's because we won the first round. We'd much prefer to lose that so we get a full streak and get more gold. All right, this guy's got Gunblade Katarina. He's likely going Warlords. He's got a lot. Does he have 6 Warlord already on stage 2, 6? Holy cow. That is actually insane. Yeah, I think he's actually 6 Warlord. We're definitely not beating that. We take a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unit loss. Yeah, that's for sure going to happen because they get a ton of health from the Warlord buff. And especially when you have 6 of them, that's especially good. Like, I kind of wish I was him right now. So here's a Dragon Soul brand. There are ways to pivot into a Dragon Soul comp from this build, and brand is one way to get there. But I'm not really used to that type of playstyle, so I'm not going to take it. If you do know how to play it, go ahead and play the brand version with the Tristana and try to go like 3 Dragon Soul. It's a little more difficult to play, which is why I kind of avoid it. I kind of want to make the strategy as simple to understand as possible, and so that literally anyone can do it. So we're just going to slam that same Tristana build we've been doing all day, or go into a Sivir build, because those are literally the only 2 options for like ease of play. So essentially, like, we don't have many Sivirs, or no, we don't have any Tristanas right now. We don't have many Dianas. So that's telling me that maybe we need to not do like a slow roll strategy at level 5 and maybe try to go for 3 cost Sivir and use Sivir carry instead. And that's just because we don't have many Tristanas. It's like, it's just kind of unavoidable. So we sell everything to make 50 gold here. We do have a Nico, which is going to help later. No loaded dice, so that's a little troubling for us here, but we are probably going to try to roll it down here. Get a couple of units. We get Cultist Elise. We get a Diana. Going to skip out on all this stuff here. There's another Diana, so maybe we could find some Dianas. We have like a couple more rolls left. 1 and I think 1 more. And oh, another Diana. Not the worst spot. There's definitely been worse situations happening to me before. And also I'm going to replace the Braum just so I could sell Braum to make 50. But this is definitely not where you want to be. You definitely want to have more than 2 Tristanas at this point in the game. And I'm going to roll a couple times more just because I'm a little contested. So I kind of wanted to find the units before other people. But we rolled down a bunch and no Chosens. And again, you get a higher chance for finding Chosens at level 4. So if you do roll down a lot of gold, level 4 is the best time to do it if you don't have a Chosen yet. So I typically sometimes go down to 40 if I am feeling desperate. And this game, I definitely am. Because 1, we are at 79 LP. So I kind of wanted to get this game done to get to Platinum ASAP. But, you know, that doesn't always happen. I wanted to get at least 3rd place here. And we just don't hit anything. So I'm going to put in this Tristana. Hopefully we find like a Sivir or something, or maybe like a Diana Chosen, and go from there. So we are facing, this guy's got Chosen Garen. He's running Katarina and Darius. I wonder what his team is. He must have been trying to go Fortune and is missing 1 Fortune or something like that, because I didn't see one on his team. But our loss here isn't that bad. It's like not a good loss, but it's not a bad one either. And we are getting smacked around by this Garen. Hopefully we could kill 1 more. Actually, it's a very good loss. We only lost by 2 units. It looked bleak at first, but then it kind of recovered. Okay, and then on this, yeah, nothing much here. We really just need a Chosen. There's a Sivir. We could play 4 Sharps with that, which is going to help us a little bit. It's going to stop the bleeding a tiny bit. It's not enough, but yeah, we're going to keep rolling to try to find this Chosen. There's a Spirit Yumi. Do we take this? Like, we kind of want like a 1 cost Chosen. But we don't have a Yumi 2 already. I think, yeah, I don't know. Like, we still need to roll a bunch more to find this Diana. So I think unless we've already found Diana 2-star or 3-star, we're not going to take a chosen Yumi yet because we're still going to be rolling. So there's a very high chance we get a chosen 1 cost during this roll down. So we could just pause from there. If I had Diana 3-star already and I saw the chosen Yumi with Spirit, I would have taken the Yumi and just level up after that, try to go for Sivir carry, but we just didn't see that this game at all. Now on the carousel, we do have a sword. That's really it though. Like Zeke's is the item for that, but we don't want to build a Zeke's yet. So I think we grab a bow. We would have wanted a glove here, but there are just no gloves on that carousel either. So this carousel really screwed us over. This is not where you want to be, guys. So I guess it's good that it's happening so that people can kind of see what to do if you are not hitting everything or like not having a good day, like no good items, no champions. Hopefully we'll be able to redeem that. We bought this Diana here. Let's roll down a tiny bit more. We have a Kindred there as well. I think we got 1 or 2 more rolls. And there's the Diana 3. So here we're at a decision point. Do we want to play for Tristana 3 or do we want to play for Sivir 3? I'm leaning more towards the Sivir at this point in the game because we don't even have a 2-star Tristana. There's no way we're going to hit Tristana on 4-1 like a 3-star Tristana. So I think it's at this point where I need to figure out a pivot and try to level up and still use the basis of the comp, but just switch our carry over from Tristana over to the Sivir. Just because it's like, it's impossible to play this without 3-star of something. And if you can't get 3-star Tristana, well, the only other option is 3-star Sivir. So we're going to try to go for that instead. And at least we got the Diana, though, with the locket. That's going to be very helpful. As you guys can see here, we are actually going to win a game. So we are on a 2 streak, which is super, super nice because, I mean, we're 58 life. And when you are at that point in stage 3, you kind of need to be winning some games. All right, so yeah, as I said, we are not going to be rolling anymore. We're going to try to level up and go to level 7 or level 6 to try to roll down for upgrades. Yeah, chosen Tristana here. A lot of people are just having Tristana in their team. It's just a very good item holder, even if you're not doing the reroll strategy. So I can't really blame everyone for going for this because I would have done the same thing even if I'm not going for Tristana. If I see a Tristana chosen, you pretty much always take it at this point in the game right now. Does she get this last shield off? Oh, no, she doesn't. She would have killed maybe the Fiora. There is a Dragon Claw, but maybe would have killed the Nidalee. I don't really know. We're at 73 gold. We finally get Tristana 2-star. Do we even want that? I think we want to sell the items off this Tristana and then replace her because we need to put the items on Sivir because we are just never going to get Tristana 3. So do the quick swap there. Swap the items over, and hopefully we get something juicy here. If you get 3-star Sivir, something like an RFC is very, very good. Other than that, like Hand of Justice, Last Whisper, also very good items. Deathblade's really good. So we do end up getting 2 bows, so that is going to be an insta-slam on this RFC. I could roll down to get 2-star Teemo, 2-star Tristana, and 2-star Nidalee before I go to level 7. That might be the right play, but here I think I'm like thinking too long, and I think that is a slight mistake by me because I definitely think I should be rolling here at level 6 to try to find some other units to play. Because right now, I still need a chosen. I still need everything that I'm missing right now, honestly. But I guess I decided to go to level 7 this game. I don't like that decision at all. I would have much preferred rolling at level 6, hitting 2-star Teemo, Tristana, Nidalee, and maybe one of the spirits or Sivir, and then going up to level 7 to slow roll for Sivir there. Reason being is that I'm just like no upgrades on my board right now, so I'm being a little greedy, and I might take like a big loss if I was facing stronger opponents. Luckily, this guy isn't too strong, so I only took a 2-unit loss. But hey, when you're at like 50 life and now we're at 43, every loss like really, really matters a lot. There's a Keeper Kennen. Unfortunately, we are not going for the Kennen comp. That is a very good unit, however. So we have the 4 Sharps, 4 Spirit, but in a scuffed way because we don't have a chosen. I'm going to buy this Yumi here. There's Yumi 2. There's Tristana 2. Can we get a Teemo 2? We really need either Sivir. Okay, there we go. Sivir 2. That's good enough. That's good enough. Now we could sell these other guys and probably chill from here for a little bit. I guess I get 1 or 2 more rolls because I could sell them and keep at 30 gold. So there's that. And this is the Warlord guy. This guy had 6 Warlords the whole game. He has a very beautiful Katarina. Holy crap. The only thing he's missing is Katarina 2-star, which honestly is pretty critical. Katarina 1 doesn't really do too much, and you guys can see the power already of Sivir 2 at this point in the game. So if you have a Sivir 2 in stage 4, he's going to be carrying a lot of fights. But in stage 5, stage 6, that's when you really need Sivir 3 to really pump out the DPS. So in this new shop, nothing much here, and we're going to eco back up now because we found like sort of our base comp right now. So we're just going to wait to go above 50 gold and then slow roll at 50 again. Oh, this is another Warlord player. Or no, this is a Fortune player. Man, dude, Sivir with RFC is so strong. Once she doesn't need to move anymore, she's just like the ultimate unit, like the ultimate range character with Sharpshooter buff. We still don't have a Chosen, which is really rough. We do have a Chain Vest, so I think we want to get this Rod on the Samira or the Darius in order to build a second Locket. Because we have full item Sivir already, so we're just looking for support items right now. Luckily, that guy doesn't take it, so we'll grab that right away. Alright, so there's Enlightened Janna. Doesn't really help. Mystic Chosen could help a tiny bit. Maybe if it was Mystic Janna, we could take it and maybe level up and play it. But and then go for like maybe 4 Mystic later on. But it's a little early for that. I don't really think it's that worth it quite yet. Another thing you could do is take out like Nidalee and Tristana, play Janna and like another Mystic right now. Maybe that might be the better play because Tristana's not doing anything, Nidalee's not doing anything. So maybe I should only be running 2 Sharpshooter this game instead of 4 and just run random units instead. I could run stuff like Pyke, I could run stuff like Aatrox, I could run stuff like Sejuani. Maybe I should have done that instead this game now that I look back at it. But this guy's going Kayle too, and you guys know this already from my other Sivir videos, but like Sivir with RFC is incredibly good against Kayle because she just does the same thing but deals more damage. The only caveat is that you need like perfect items on Sivir, and you don't always get that, whereas Kayle can kind of use everything. Also, normally you have Last Whisper on Sivir, and normally Kayle players, they play a lot of Vanguards like Aatrox and Sejuani, so she kind of shreds through them that way too. Sivir's just a very solid unit in stage 4. There's just nothing, not much else to add there. So this is the other Tristana player. He's stuck on 6 Tristana. He didn't pivot out. I'm guessing he's looking to go into some sort of Dragon Soul build with Olaf carry, and he's going to keep that Tristana for Olaf, I'm guessing. So now we get an interesting shop. We don't get Sharpshooters Sivir, but we do get the Cultist Sivir. We're of course going to get that because we have a Nico on our bench, and we just need, what, 2 more Sivirs to get Sivir 3? Even though it's not the correct one, we'd rather have Sharpshooter Sivir, of course. We're still going to take it anyways because, like, Sivir 3 with this board right here, we don't need that much more. You guys already saw, we were demolishing people once we hit the Sivir 2-star. So imagine Sivir 3-star against the same boards. Even if our opponents get stronger, we're probably still going to demolish them. So we get a little bit of a weird item combo. We most likely are going to build Zephyr. You could also build Trapclaw if there are a lot of Aurelion souls, but probably Zephyr is the best here because Trapclaw, while it's good, Zephyr is good against everyone, so we'll just build that. So we are at 77 gold. We do want to plan a level up. I'm going to put my the Zephyr on the Katarina there because she looks pretty scary with that Gunblade with 2 other items at 2-star. And look at this, Sivir's just kind of cleaning everyone up right now. And do we knock him out of the game? Oh, that's probably exact damage. That's actually really clutch. So worst we can get is 7th now, which is pretty good. And I don't think we're going to get 7th because we're going for like Sivir 3. So it's like we're almost there. We just need 2 more of them because we have this Nico. But honestly, one thing I'm disappointed about this game is that I really should be trying to replace my Tristana and Nidalee with other units. I think when I played this game, I wasn't that well versed with the comp quite yet. But if I was playing on my main account, I definitely need to get a better board than these 2 units. And okay, at least we get Samira. We could replace Nidalee. I guess if we get Samira items, we could play Samira. But if not, I'd much rather get the Sejuani Aatrox combo up there. So we rolled down a lot, not too many Sivir. So that's a little disappointing because, again, we only need 2 of them. And not hitting Sivir 3 is going to really hurt us because we just killed our entire economy for that. And yeah, maybe Sivir 3 lives against that Aurelion Soul because, yeah, it's just like you need her to not get 2-shot by the Ace Soul, and you can't really win without it. All right, so we randomly get an Ornn too. I mean, that's really helpful because Ornn's just super good, right? Unfortunately, we don't get an extra thing from him. We just kind of get like one one of the procs so far, but we'll get it soon enough, you know. So 2 more turns for an Ornn item. Hopefully we get some sort of support item because our Sivir's full items right now. I guess we have item remover, so we could kind of swap Sivir's items if we really wanted to, but honestly, Deathblade, RFC, and Quicksilver, there isn't that much that could be improved upon that because we don't have a good holder for the other items. And look at this, Jax is useless against Sivir with RFC because RFC makes it so your attacks can't get dodged, so Jax's dodge does nothing against you, so it's really nice to have. And I'm still not playing a Chosen, it's just sitting on my bench. I really just needed 2 Sivers with like so much gold that I had before. I'm thinking either Chalice or Blue Buff is good here, or taking that other Sivir is really nice because then we just need 1 more Sivir. So if we didn't need that Sivir, I think taking Blue Buff might be the best. Put it on Yuumi so that she casts faster. But since we're only 1 off Sivir now, I'm of course going to take that Sivir. The Hand of Justice could go on anyone. Probably Teemo or Samira would be my first choices. All right, what do we have here? Nothing. And of course we want to roll because we have both the Chosen and a item sitting on our bench if we don't hit. So I'm going to be rolling down to 0, and I'm not going to use my item remover yet because I could pop off this item, and it's like there's a very high chance to hit this Sivir. It's like I'd be very surprised if we don't, just because like no one else is going Sivir, and like a lot of 3 costs are out of the pool. Yeah, we just did a quick scout. I don't think I saw a single one, so very high chance to hit this Sivir 3. We just need 1 more, and if it doesn't happen, it is really unfortunate, but you know, sometimes you can't control stuff in the game. This guy has made Shyvana. He's looking for Swain, I'm guessing. He has a Tahm Kench 3. We don't have Last Whisper, though, so that is a little troublesome. Maybe he's able... Nope, he's not. We focused Tahm Kench last, so that's pretty useful. And even if we were hitting the Tahm Kench, the boomerangs would bounce anyway, so I think we still would have been fine against him. But this guy's level 9, 50 gold with so much health. Holy cow, he's at 50 health. He's about to be at, like, maybe 40. But... man, I want to be in his spot. I want to be level 950 gold with some 3 stars on my team. Let's do some more rolls. We're going to be donkey rolling every turn because we really, like, with this much sitting on your bench, you really just need to build anything that you can. All right, Black Cleaver is pretty good. We could put that on either Samira or Teemo. Maybe Teemo's better because he hits more units. I don't really care about Samira because she's just level 1 right now. But I do end up putting it on Samira. I think that might be a mistake. I think Teemo's a little better because Teemo's going to hit more people because his blind is area of effect. Whereas when Samira gets her area of effect down, it's going to be a little too little too late. If it was Samira 2, on the other hand, I definitely would have put it in. But I only have Samira 1 right now, so I don't really think that's worth it. Unlucky there. Asol's a bad matchup if you don't have like Mistake or if you don't have Sivir 3. So a little unfortunate there. All right, so what item do we get here? We get a hat. Hat's not really that great. We'll probably just drop it on Diana or Teemo. All right, so we have 18 gold. Let's roll down again. I'm going to buy all the 3 costs to increase my chances of getting Sivir. We're going to be doing some more roll downs. Again, it frees up an item and a champion if we pull this off. Nope, not yet. Not yet. All right. I guess, yeah, Samira could use Hat as well. It does more damage on her. I'm going to use the item remover on the Zephyr because we're at 19 health, so cheesing a Zephyr is worth more than getting a Hand of Justice on a random unit. Just because Zephyr takes out a very critical unit for like a couple seconds. And in this case, it's probably going to be the Aatrox. I probably could have put it on Teemo to Zephyr his Samira. That might have been even better. But sometimes you don't have enough time to react, and you see one good thing, and you're just going to Zephyr it right away anyways. But we are able to beat him with the Aatrox Zephyr, so that's pretty nice. And do we actually kill this Samira? Maybe we don't kill this Samira. Ooh, that was a close one. Holy cow. He almost has Tristana 3. I guess he was going for Tristana 3 all along. I guess no one can find Tristana this game. Sometimes that happens too. Sometimes there are games where like a unit doesn't exist for any player. Okay, so we have 1 roll here. What item do we get? We get a Randuin's Omen. Not that useful. All right, that was our 1 roll. I guess we could roll 2 more times and like lock or something, because I know, man. Can I just hit? All right, Randuin's maybe on... I don't really know who to put this on. Yeah, maybe Ornn, because like, yeah, you could do a surround, but I don't really want to backline my units. Maybe I could have put it on Tristana. With Locket, it's really awkward to use that item, I'll be honest with you. Maybe I should have buffed up my Sivir, though, just in case I face the Asol player, but I think I died to Asol no matter what, so maybe that doesn't even matter. But we're able to make quick work of this guy, which is really nice. And, oh, we're facing a ghost, so we don't end up dealing damage to him. Unlucky. Like, we really need this last guy because we have the Nico on our bench. All right, couple more rolls here. We have 2 rolls, I believe. So we'll buy one of the 3 costs. Roll once, nothing. Roll twice, nothing. And then I guess we just cry after that. This guy's got Mage Swain. He's got a couple of Ornn items, and he's got Lee Sin too. That is... Oh, this is the guy we faced last round, but we beat him before, so hopefully we beat him again now. We Zephyred his set, which is really nice. And I think we just have a good matchup against him because he doesn't have a way to get to our Sivir, which is really the only thing that can stop us. GA is really good with set because it buys him a lot of time to do sit-ups, but unlucky for him, he didn't get to his true damage state. I guess it didn't matter because we killed him anyways. But let's see what we can get here. Maybe it's another Locket. I know 3rd Locket's kind of overkill, but like none of the other options are good here. Like Ionic Spark doesn't do anything because we don't do magic damage. I guess Locket got taken anyways. Dragon Soul Spat doesn't do anything. I guess we have a glove on our bench. So I guess maybe we can make like an Assassin Ornn or something like that. Maybe buff up our Diana. Maybe she kills something because of it. With the glove, let's go back a little bit. Yeah, there's no Chain Vest. I was thinking maybe go Chain Vest to build a Shroud, when Shroud's like an incredibly good item, but we don't have that option either, so we just get the Spatula. Let's roll down one last time for this guy. For this Sivir, we do not get it. Unlucky. So we just wasted like so much value on our bench. We haven't played a Chosen all game because tragedies. But yeah, we'll Assassin Spat this Ornn. He's going to be jumping to the back. I guess I can move him to the back line now because his positioning doesn't matter too much. Never mind. I want to Zephyr the front line guy. Yeah, we get an Annie, which is super tanky there, so I think that's worth it. Oh no, Yone's on our dudes. Are we able to kill him in time? Oh no, Aesol disappeared us. Aesol's just like a very good matchup into us. Are we able to live? Okay, nice. 1 health. That's good enough. And if that guy dies, we get... Okay, nice. So we got 3rd place. That should promote us, and well, it does promote us. But yeah, we still want to find the Sivir. Let's roll down a couple more times. So wow, guys, this game was incredibly unlucky. Not only did we not find the Tristanas, not only did we not have like our carousel got grief that one time. We don't have a 3-star carry. We never played a Chosen this entire game. We rolled down so much gold trying to find stuff, and we just never found anything. 3rd's not a bad outcome, you know? Sometimes it happens. A lot of times you can blame RNG all you want for it, but like, in all honesty, in most games, there's still 1 or 2 things that you still could do to try to help yourself win. And, okay, we face Aesol twice in a row. That's not good for our health. But you know what? Sometimes you just gotta deal with what the game gives you. And today, this game gave us donkey garbage. And still able to get 3rd, which is nice because that means we still get to go to Platinum. And we could look at the graphic here, I guess. It is enough because like I already played the games. But nicely done there. 7 games to get to Platinum from Gold. Hopefully you guys can replicate that in your games too. And if you guys are new to the channel, go ahead, like and subscribe down below. I will be coming out with a Diamond video and using only Fortune to get there too. So if that's something of interest to you, if you got to Platinum already and you want to get to Diamond next, definitely look out for that. So turn on notifications as well, and I will see you guys next time.